Get ready. Here we go.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for clapping. I appreciate that. Thank you to all my fans for clapping. It is Roll Out Loud with Speedy and Friends, and I be
Speedy,
up in this.
bitch. I had to do it for everybody.
In house we got.
Anthony Wanza.
In house we got. Well, at the round table or marble table, the one, the only, the honorable.
Shalom to the people.
My son works.
Hopefully everybody's seen The Last Duel, man. Shout out to
Fire.
shout out to the crew, man. Them
What
boys.
you watching Wednesday?
Yeah,
what
man.
you watching?
The
Wednesday?
Last Duel. We talking about it today. So
Sounds
if you ain't
so
seen
black.
it, so what?
Love it. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you're gonna hate us today.
Spoiler.
Put your
alert.
hand up. If you haven't seen this and you're in the chat room, and you haven't seen The Last Duel, again, people may not have watched it because it's what's my man
It's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. And Matt Damon in a period piece, you go, come on, man, y'all gotta stop. But he actually destroyed.
Matt Damon ain't got no bad movies, man. Y'all got
He really did good. And then Ben Affleck's in the movie.
Ben Affleck ain't got.
Yeah,
no
but you
bad
don't
movies.
really recognize him till you go, oh, that's Ben.
Yeah, he got the
He
blonde
plays,
hair,
he
blue
plays a
eyes.
king. So Nick, it was two kings,
It was Ben Affleck,
and then the other,
and then the skinny dude.
the skinny dude with the crown.
Right. the
So,
skinny
but
dude.
what kind of king was he? So you sure Ben Affleck was the king?
I don't really remember all the storylines in there. No. Well, they had to go to him to get the okay to go
Yeah.
get
So
to go holler at Matt Damon.
So one thing about the movie, it's pretty much a Me Too movie. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Is it a
That's
true
a
story?
good point.
Is it a true story?
Dang, but I didn't even peep that.
It's Me Too.
It's a Me Too film.
Yeah.
In the
1300s.
1300s.
Yeah, 1300s.
I didn't know they had rights back then.
They didn't.
But that's the whole thing. And you got to think about it. Like, how do you prove something in the 1300s, bro?
That your wife say happened, and the movie is fantastic. You know why? They show you. So it's three people involved, and three people gave an account of what happened. They show you each account and how it happened. And when they show the dude who put the rape down, his side of it, when the girl, because my man, they beefing for some goofy ass reason. So not Ben, but Matt Damon, and what's the other character's name, Nick? Can you pull him up?
The white dude?
Yeah, the other guy.
The skinny dude? He's been
yeah,
in a
skinny
few
guy.
things, too. He's a good actor because he.
Come on
he-
in, baby girl.
Oh, there she is.
Why you look little?
Yeah, why you all
You
that?
don't have on your heels.
Sientente.
What'd you say?
Sientente.
What does that mean?
It means something like sit in Spanish.
Siéntate. What did
The
you
fuck
say?
that
You
mean?
said sensei. What did you say?
No, come on in, baby girl.
He said, sit down.
Why don't you slide over a little bit? Why you sitting straddles the seat? bro?
Yeah, like a cowboy. Nigga.
This nigga in the middle like that. You can move that table over, and that goes in the middle.
I like women.
Hey man, stop sending me dudes tapes. Why don't you keep sending me the? You know his last name Caldwell, Nick.
Who?
I ain't gay no more.
Who is I ain't gay no
related.
more?
Yeah, we ain't really.
I'm not gay no more, dude. I'm not gay no more.
With the headband?
No,
he,
the
when
dude-
he was at church, he said he got
no.
delivered.
I'm thinking about hide your kids. I'm thinking about
No.
Okay, you talking about okay.
He's still gay too, though.
Nah, but the other dude, he ain't gay no more. So that's cool.
Trust me, he is. Believe me.
Wanzer follows him, so I don't know why.
I think if you say
Dude,
if you
the dude
say
is
Put that in the
hilarious.
middle. Put that in the
I
middle.
think if you say I'm not gay no more, that's the red flag that you still
The
might
dude
be.
is hilarious, Nick.
No, okay, we'll get to that. But his last name is Caldwell. I almost deleted it when you said it. So I was like, how his name become Caldwell?
I said, Speedy, is this your cousin? I'm not gay no more.
Cousin on my sissy side.
Is that your cousin?
I didn't give him.
Simone, you look fantastic.
You do, Simone. I was just saying that.
You look.
I said that before you even came in. I was like,
Yeah,
y'all
no,
seen
you didn't.
Simone lately?
No, you didn't do the old Negro. She so look good to eat.
I seen her right before I ran away. She's looking good.
That's how you know not to trust them. When they go,
Dirty nasty girl.
Exactly.
No,
that's
you gotta put the other.
that's the most red flag thing you can ever hear an old person. If they see your child and go, it sure is good to see you.
It shows his That's a good day, Miss Fairchild.
Miss Fairchild. You do got to get slave name. You got Miss Fairchild.
Miss Fairchild.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the building with us, all the hair in the world. And I was like,
Dropkick Simone Fairchild. How y'all doing?
You ever been drop kicked by some Eskimo boots with some Eskimo boots?
That's right. How y'all?
man, you came in, you a little too louder than you should be. Look here, bitch. Hey, why would you kick me? You finna call me bitch. No, I said, look here, witch. That's what I said. Kick me. What's your triggers? Yeah, because everybody got a trigger. Like, you can't call me a punk ass.
Can't call you something. That's all.
What?
Can't call you a punk.
I don't like when people talk to me crazy, like men
Yeah.
especially. Like,
Yeah.
don't talk to me crazy.
Yeah.
What is crazy though? What's that?
Voice getting a little loud. Well, I don't like people talking loud. Don't loud talk me. If we haven't,
How you gonna control
bring
how
your
somebody else
vocals
is
down.
talking? Though?
They're octave.
I don't. Yeah,
That's the most sensitive thing I
I
ever
don't
heard.
like
you loud
loud-
talking me?
I don't like
Loud talking. This is the
Loud
most-
talk me, boy.
Loud talk to me.
Y'all got the oldest issues in the world. You think somebody can't loud talk?
No.
He's willing to die over loud talk.
Yeah, don't raise your voice at me. I don't like.
You telling another grown man not to loud talk
Don't
you?
loud talk.
That's incredible.
What happened to Speedy?
No, because if we start off
Loud
with
talk, stabbed him.
Nigga doing life right now. What happened? Nigga loud talk me. You know what this sound like when keeping it real go wrong. I don't like nobody playing on my phone.
no, when we're having, even if it's a argument, but we here.
Were you supposed to loud
Don't loud
talk?
talk me in this gang and be like, yeah, nugget.
Well,
What?
Would you
not-
say that to a judge?
Yeah.
Yes.
You were doing 95 and a 20. Don't loud talk me, dog. Don't you do
I
that.
will come behind your road.
Hey,
and
Wanda,
beat
how
the brakes
would
off you.
Denzel say it?
You gonna loud talk me? You think you loud talk me? Huh? That's what you think? You gonna loud? Okay. All right. You just gonna get loud, huh?
He said you just gonna get loud. Huh? I can hear you.
I hear you. I hear everything you got to
So a female or somebody raising their voice, right? Or
Raising your voice, calling me out of my name,
What if they don't know your name?
speaking like chauvinistically.
So just talking regular is basically gonna piss you off.
chauvinist? What is that?
A womanizer.
Misogynist.
Misogynistically, yeah, like
Misogynistically.
men believe that
Like
they're-
get your ass in the kitchen.
like, that-
I know how to trigger you. I got you.
Yeah.
I can trigger you. I got you. No problem.
like you were supposed to make my food or
Yeah.
wear my socks. I'm like, well, motherfucker, they in the drawer.
When they come in the house, say, "How you doing? Starving? How you doing?"
Why do your socks don't match? Why you roll up two mismatched socks?
Yeah, I'm here starving. I don't know.
How you lose socks?
Yeah, how you
Like,
doing?
how you gonna tell me what my job is? I'm an adult. I know what my job is.
Well, yeah,
Well, then you
obviously.
should put that bacon in the
I
sandwich.
know.
I tell you.
I can't.
I
I
was
can't
born
tell. Nigga.
Before I met you,
Like I smell like pine saw in here. Nigga, I can't tell you can do your
you
job.
made your bacon before I came into
Yeah.
this, right? So what's the problem now? I'm not a housewife.
Well,
So
I don't get the
Sure-
trigger.
you
nigga.
Sure ain't.
Yeah.
I would keep this trigger going, but I don't want to kick you in the forehead because you said something silly once.
No, I like Simone. I think she'll make I'll make her an honest wife.
See.
What makes you think I'm not already honest?
Well, you say you're not a wife.
Housewife.
Oh, housewife. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Can you cook?
Yes, actually.
Like
yeah.
cook.
She's a condo wife.
Like you're never gonna have anybody's macaroni and cheese like mine.
Really?
It's bananas.
Bananas.
Okay, we gotta find out,
Fried
Simone
fish,
Mo.
mac and fried
So
fish.
it is what you watching Wednesday.
It is.
We started off with the movie
Last duel.
Last Duel
Matt
with Matt
Damon.
Damon.
Oh, how
Did you
was
see
that?
it?
No.
Off the chain.
Incredible.
It's actually a Me Too movie.
Oh, okay.
Set in. Is it true, Nick?
I don't know.
We got.
I think it
wasn't
is.
alive.
Yes,
I
women
think
were
it
raped in
is.
the 1300s.
This
Steve.
nigga stupid.
I think it is a true
He
story.
said yes.
With no rights.
The last duel.
But the Ridley Scott, fantastic director, and I didn't know he directed. Otherwise, I'd have saw it once it came out. I was like, man, I'm not gonna watch Matt Damon in Duel. And when I tell you, it was dope as fuck, man.
Yeah, they had a nice. What's that called? Where they go on the horses?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, jousting.
Jousting. Yeah, nice jousting
Man.
competition.
I'm always close.
Apparently, when you lose, nigga, they take your clothes off and hang you up naked.
Yeah.
They
Really?
drag you through the
What?
city.
Because you got, back then, if you accuse somebody, see, this is people don't realize
Yeah.
today. Man, this in the scriptures.
Just can't accuse motherfuckers.
You
of
can't
shit.
just Me Too somebody.
Yeah.
Because back then, if you did, your life on the line.
And hers too.
So it was like, if your woman said I did something to her, if you don't prove it, I'm gonna kill you and her. because my name on the line.
But no,
So,
they told. Okay, so in the movie, they
My man
tell
was like, hey.
because the husband goes to the king, say, "Hey man, do rape my wife," and he's like, well, "He said he didn't do it." All right, well, let's bring everybody in here. We're gonna talk to the court, whatever it is. But they tell her, if we find out this shit ain't true, they burn her at the stake. And dude said it takes about 20 minutes before you actually die. So for 20 minutes with the flames on you, you feel all that.
Is that true? Does it take 20 minutes?
Do you want to find out?
I don't want to find
Let's
out.
Google it.
It's only one way to find out. So he tells her that, and then she gets dragged through the city for lying about being.
So she did lie about it.
No.
No, he
But
didn't.
so there's 3 people involved, and the way that
He's not done telling
that
the movie.
Okay. How you gonna tell the end? Why would you do that? I've never heard somebody spoil a movie so bad.
Well,
I
wanna
wanna-
know-
I didn't
wanna see
spoil it.
anyway, but I want to know what
He
she
said,
lied
"You ever
about.
seen The Last Duel?" It's 3 people, right? It's basically a Me Too movie, and then you don't know if the lady, if she's guilty or not. But at the end of the movie, she gets dragged all through the city. Like,
For
what?
lying.
I said no. I said that's what happens if you lie.
No,
They
that's
said,
what
I said they told her, look, if you're lying,
get burned
you're gonna get burned
and dragged to the city.
and dragged through the city. And the guy goes, it takes about 30 minutes.
I thought it was
before
20
you
minutes.
actually, or 20 minutes before you actually die.
I think the actual rape should happen too.
What?
So she
Hilarious.
lied about it.
So those are the things, and then he gets all the shit taken from him.
You get dragged, burned, and raped.
You're an advocate for someone to be raped. That is horrible.
I mean, they
What I'm
lied
saying
about
is,
it.
So
that should be a part of the punishment because she lied about it.
But what they did do, so Matt Damon marries this guy. So he goes to take the property because he owes the king some money. He said, "Hey man, I ain't got it all, but this is my wife." So he go, "Okay, I'll take the wife, and then you ain't got to pay your taxes." But the king like, "Hey motherfucker, you can't do that," because he gave him the whoa, this is a shot from the bow, from way up high.
What?
Tangy Ambrose is in the building with spandex on.
How are you?
Hey, Nick.
We're doing the show, Tangy. We're doing. Oh, shit. It's going down. Tangy Ambrose is in the building. Have a seat, Tangy.
I ain't got no seat. When
Tangy.
I looked on this thing, you were
Tangy.
by yourself.
Tangy, you
I
can
ain't even get
you can have the
dressed.
comfortable seat. I can sit there.
I said,
Hi.
hi, lovely.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I hate the show.
Oh Lordy! The Lord loves us today.
Oh, you gonna go in there? Yeah, come over here. Come over here, Tangy.
I have
Yeah, take all your crumbs with you. Yeah, take your crumbs with you,
You
Lonzo.
can't take you nowhere.
Yeah, I can't eat raw. As much as I probably should, I can't do it.
I
It'd be
saw
nothing but lettuce and nuts on everything she eat.
lettuce and nuts.
That's it.
Well, no, and carrots and
Take the mic over to
zucchini
you.
and
Yeah, but you don't put nothing on it. You put a little dab of water and some oil. Yeah,
oh, Speedy, I make creations.
I'm good.
Okay, y'all. So
Tangy Ambrose.
I saw Speedy up here by himself.
Well, earlier because I start off.
Well, I didn't know that. All I was like, so I rushed over here. I mean, let me tell you
Thank
how I
you,
washed my
Tangy.
face. This is how I washed my face. I put some lotion on it.
Lotion.
Yes.
What's with water?
I ain't have time because I was like, I got to get over there and help
You ain't trying to
Speedy.
turn the water on?
Well, then I would have to
How
dry
much time that
it.
take? That blew it down.
If I turn the water on, then I would have to dry it, and then I would have
You
to
find a
wash
towel.
it with the soap.
the soap,
But
yeah,
with the
yeah.
lotion, I can do the mascara and wash it all off.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Good to have you here,
Speedy.
Tangy. We
It's
rode
good
our
to
bikes
be
yesterday.
Here. We did ride our bikes yesterday.
All bundled up.
And it was fun.
Yeah, 15 miles.
Did we go? We rode about
700
3 hours,
calories.
right?
700 calories. 15 miles.
And that's good because Simone, look. So I don't need this then since we did the 700 calories. I don't need this.
Yes,
'Cause
you earned
I
that.
saw this out there. I don't eat these things.
So I'm gonna let you guys
Watch
know.
it
So
out here at the
Wait,
road
how do you
show.
know
They
you
have all
burn
that
700
junk. You
calories?
look so
because we have tell them Wanzer how we know.
I wish y'all could see how pretty her nails are. I'm sorry.
I'm doing the show.
I know y'all don't care about the
Tangy,
nails.
Tangy,
It's Speedy, but
Okay.
I'm just looking at her.
Tangy,
The hair, she just looks so
Can you
pretty.
focus just for a
Okay.
second?
I'm trying to
So-
hear about the calorie burn.
So tell them how we,
How do you know you burn 700 calories?
because we rode the bike.
As a group?
There's an app.
Y'all burn it as a group?
I burn
Well, I don't-
more because I roll faster than Speedy.
Well,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Wanzer, what's going on?
explain.
There's an app. So if we start here,
The Fat Tracker, what's it called?
there probably should be one called that. If there isn't, you should make one.
The fat tracker. So yeah,
You should have an app. How much you lost today, fat boy?
Get your fat ass.
It's a long name,
Like they say, walking burns a certain amount of calories, right?
and it does.
steps.
So bike riding burns. But you know, if you're on an electric bike
But I don't use it
and you're
electric.
just cruising,
I
then
didn't-
it might
that's
be
Wanzer.
a little less.
That's Wanzer. Wanzer
You
cruise.
know.
I don't cruise. I pedal the whole way.
So
I turn mine off and on.
Yeah. But so Tandy Ambrose is in the building.
Tangy Ambrose is in the building.
So Tangy, for those who don't know, she has one vice. Everybody has a vice. She has one vice,
I have a vice, y'all.
and it's candy.
Oh yeah.
So we have a tray. So her way of not wanting to go after
don't
candy,
buy that
she
stuff.
goes, Speedy, can you not buy this particular? But then she goes, but if you do,
Because
the Three Musketeers, was it Three Musketeers?
no,
what's
it's
it?
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
Mm.
She would
Baby
lose her
Ruth.
better part of her mind over Baby Ruth.
I mean,
Baby.
all Halloween, my kids can get all this trick or treating stuff, and I'm fine with it, except for the Baby Ruths. There's something about Baby Ruths and the zingers with the yellow icing and
Yeah.
What's
and
a
the white
zinger?
cake with white icing, not the fake icing, but the really good.
What's a
buttercream
zinger?
icing.
Anybody that
Zingers
knows
are like the
Tangy,
little cakes.
she makes you feel
Oh,
guilty
yeah.
for having the shit at your house.
'Cause you
Why
don't
do you
need
have
it
this here,
here.
Speedy?
Look what you made me do.
Yeah, look at she
Speedy, out
said
there,
you don't
can
need
have
it.
little packages of nuts.
Mm.
You know, you
Speedy
can
loves those.
have- Yeah.
You don't want no little package of nuts, boys.
I don't have no little packages.
Yeah,
of that,
that-
but go ahead.
Nick, your hair looks so good.
that
You
right,
look so
Tangy?
handsome. I haven't seen you in a long time.
I don't know what you've been waiting on,
Look,
Tandy.
once I did like this. Look,
Oh,
He got his
hey,
hair done too.
This is
the
a
nigga
little.
that brought him here. The nigga put him on
Look,
this earth. Is
This is a little off subject, but this is why I can no longer play racquetball with Speedy. And I didn't tell you this, Speedy, but he did something.
Flicked his hair.
He did something yesterday that I had my racket and I was like, I ain't never playing with this dude again. We playing.
because you got beat.
He stops and he goes. I was like, the fuck?
Did you shake your hair?
Like Andre Agassi out there.
That nigga went like this, Nick.
It was my hair. It's getting
Yeah.
long, Tangy. It's not as long as yours. It's close. So it was here. It was almost in my eyes. I threw it back, but I ain't paying attention.
No, you shook. Dude shouldn't do this shit.
I didn't.
He should.
And he went like this.
Well, I was winning. Anytime
like
you win
Arthur
it,
Fat
I
out
did
there.
this. Look, I did this. I went, yeah.
Oh, Speedy.
Breaks
Oh.
off there.
Took a break and bit a burger.
I'm
I-
just glad you didn't hurt your neck.
So was it a good game or is he getting better?
I beat him.
No, you didn't. Boy.
I do beat you.
No, he's won
That's
two
no-
games
two
out of
different
well, we played at least 40 games.
I haven't played in about a month.
40 games. He's won two. And when he won the first one, you'd have thought he won the world champion. He ran out in the lobby. He was like, "What's wrong?" I won. I beat his ass. And they was like,
Cancel
he was
his
like-
membership.
Then the second time I won, I beat him again, which means, make it sound like you.
Yeah.
I beat the brakes on.
He said it was going to take me a year. He said it was going to take me a year. When we started playing, he said it was going to
Wanza,
take
you won
a
2
year
games
to
out
beat
of
him.
40.
He said it's going to take you a year to beat me, right?
It's 2 games out of 40.
It took me about a month before I beat
No, it
him.
was longer.
I
Than
had
that.
a
beat him
schedule.
on a
It was
month?
longer than that.
Yeah, about.
It was longer than that. Don't you had look at me. You look at me.
Okay.
Watch me. Watch my.
All right, Pops, I got your fat
He
stats.
said, "Watch my eyes."
I got your fat stats. I'm gonna post them for the world to see. How many?
Oh, you said that to
distance.
him?
I got your fat
So
stats.
we all burn the same amount of calories?
That's what I was wondering.
No,
I
no,
They
we
think
said-
it
didn't.
depends on how much you weigh,
Yeah,
How much
your
you
heart
were
rate.
your
pedaling?
heart rate.
But
Yeah.
it's saying 700.
I got yours though, Pops. I'm gonna post
But
it
we
for the
we, were
fans.
out, we did 15 miles. We stopped for 30. We out there for 2
let's-
hours. We stopped for 30 minutes in that one lot. And rode around there for a while.
We rolled around. They stopped.
You did something else.
Nick, I'm gonna send you something.
So full disclosure.
I had an emergency
So
situation.
full disclosure.
Thank you, Anthony.
Anytime you're on a bike ride and
You're
somebody
welcome.
leaves the pack, they're trying to find a spot.
A dark
I
spot.
had.
Body.
See, I did-
Yes.
The crazy thing is,
a hummingbird.
Like,
Tangy found
I
cameras.
didn't know that at first. I'm riding around and I rolled past where I saw Tangy go and I see leakage. I'm like, what the fuck?
But it was clear. Did you notice it
I
was
don't
clear?
look at. I didn't.
It
I
was
didn't get that
clear.
close.
That's that eating raw, huh?
That's right. That's right. It was clear. It was clear.
Good
All
to
right,
have you here,
all right,
Tangy.
we
It
got-
is what you watching
We
Wednesday.
got your stats up here.
Oh, it's what you watching Wednesday?
Well,
So the
first they
fans
put my
can-
stats
Oh,
up.
there we
see.
are.
What does it say on there?
Look at y'all all fancy.
Yeah, there they go.
Oh.
We got your stats on there so the fans can see. We got
What does it say, Nick?
let's say you rode 2 hours and 29 minutes. It's not a very long time, but
What the
that's cool.
fuck?
2.5 hours.
That's all right. And then 14 miles.
Almost 15. I think it was 14.5.
14.
Don't be short in half a mile.
Well, it's 14.40 if you want to be. Exact.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, and you burned 784 calories. This is pretty bad though. The average speed of 5.8 miles an hour. You gotta pick that speed up.
Well,
You can walk 5 miles an hour. You gotta pick that speed up.
Huh? I'm pedaling.
You should pick it up though. The average speed you were going 5.
You're just gonna pick something and then that's what you're gonna.
I'm just saying.
Okay, whatever.
I sprinted a little bit at the end. It was nice.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Because she's
Yeah.
by her house, but that don't count.
Yeah, you should
No,
pick.
I
You
had
should
to
pick
turn left
spots.
to go by my house. I just needed a.
Yeah, you should pick spots to get your room from.
Yeah.
get your room phone.
Tangy, so a little side note before we get to what you're watching Wednesday. Tangy said this year she gonna let it happen. Normally,
let it
Tangy
happen.
stops shit from happening. So she said this year on the bike ride, Speedy, I told myself I'm gonna let it happen.
Let what happen? What's happening?
Whatever it is, whatever
I
it
don't
is,
get it.
Wanda,
I'm
she
missing
gonna let
something.
Whatever
You
it
know,
is, she gonna let it happen.
Speedy's been trying to get me married off. I'm still not ready to get married. But I am definitely more open, and I'm going to let it happen.
Well, you ain't gonna do it like that, because then do be like, I'm cool.
Would y'all do that? Would y'all
You-
run off?
You smile like you need something for you. You need a clamp for a phone, Nick. The one that you're not using.
Oh, we still have. Thank you, Nick.
I have a
I'm
Like
the
when
one
you
suggested
handle
it. What the
things,
fuck?
Nick. You know, to suggest it and to make it happen takes two different skills. Thank you, Nick.
You see that? Two different kind of people in the
He
world.
made it happen.
Some people tell you how to do
So-
it, and some people get it
I
done.
have an announcement.
Yes, go right ahead.
I'm on the cover of a magazine.
Oh.
What
That's
magazine?
good. What magazine?
It's called Scars of Survival. It is a.
I don't know if I'm supposed to cheer for that. Or
No, wait till you see the
Okay.
cover. Wait till you see the cover.
Scars of Survival.
It's a domestic violence victims advocacy magazine.
They got a
And
magazine?
They did like what did you say?
I said they have
The
a
pages
magazine.
are full of
One of your girls might be in that
Yeah.
in this month's issue.
Yeah.
Next
too many jokes. I got.
Yeah,
And-
Pops, I can't go down
Way
this
That's
too
lane,
good.
boy.
That means you're a survivor.
I can't go
Yes.
down this lane.
Excellent.
And it's going to be thank you.
Yes.
It is going to be on a billboard. It's
Oh, that's
it's
so
going to be on a billboard in Atlanta on Peachtree.
What's the
So-
name
Is
of
this
it
the picture of it?
again?
You finna show
I gotta
us?
write it
I
down.
am.
I got it. Hang on.
Let me see.
I love it.
I want to see if you have any.
Who you
battle
pointing
scars.
at?
Look how beautiful
Let
you
me
look.
see the guy.
Yes. And you like, I ain't taking your
I ain't
mess
taking
no
no
more.
shit.
The healing power called you, sis, who's ever looking.
That's right.
You have the power to heal yourself.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tangy's here, y'all. When Tangy's
I
here,
got
Let me
chills.
see.
Yes.
Let me see.
That is awesome.
It's right there.
That's a great picture.
If you want to
That
see it,
is
go ahead.
awesome.
It's not. It's about the survival.
Yeah, I have a
Speedy.
Wanza joke if y'all don't mind.
Ooh,
You want to hear it?
get some, girl.
Wanza, you gotta want to hear this one.
Is it going to be funny?
Well, depending on who you are. Well, I see a little bruise on it.
Yeah, I look a little puffy in this picture.
Had you just survived,
I shouldn't have said that. My bad.
Yeah.
Nick? Was it a recent survival?
Now,
Who are you pointing at?
yeah, who you pointing?
Are you a snitch?
Motherfucker, I wish that's what I see. I
you
wish a
pointing?
mother.
I'm going wood.
But why you got wrap around your fingers?
Oh, my goodness.
She was fighting back.
You keep that on at the house? Not true.
That's right. I was fighting back.
Pops, you said something. We
I'm
we
proud
just
of you.
gonna let it
Right,
go.
right. Are you in a relationship now?
You're the leader of the show, and you
Have
said
you been
something.
in a relationship since that?
just
See, now
saying.
that's
She
when I'm
was
really going
fighting
to
back.
celebrate. That's going to be a
She
real
slept with her hand wraps on.
Yeah, at what
Case
at
that
what
nigga
time
trying
during
to
the photo
beat
shoot
me.
do they go now? Wrap your hands.
Yeah.
The same
This is a really
way,
good picture.
and you still have your joy and your peace, you let me know so we can party.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm glad that you got away and you got away.
Tansy,
Looking
we can't do this.
beautiful.
We can't do this. When you come, this is how the show. Next thing, everybody in here leaking
Oh, you ain't even heard the main thing that I got to say today yet.
about me.
I'm trying to make sure that I wait because it ain't funny, but it's wonderful and it's beautiful and it's on me, and I feel no.
It's
If I
in me.
was, I
You
would
meant in
have
you. It's
Then
in
where
me.
can we go?
Oh no, your baby supposed to be here. Anyway, go ahead.
Baby ain't supposed to be here, but I'm just, I don't want to mess up the comedy with my stuff.
No, but go ahead.
Okay, I'll go ahead. So,
We'll find comedy in it. Trust me.
for any of you that follow me, thank you for sharing your story. I would love to hear more.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm no
She pat her like a
business
cat.
But
Well, thank you. You are the dependent.
right.
Let me get some.
You must just see that picture.
Nakia just made me think about it too. So for any of you that follow me, you know that a couple of days ago I was missing my mother, right?
No.
I was missing my mother. And people would come in and say, well, it's sad and grief is like that and you're going to be okay. And I got a lot of private messages. And so I'm going to make a post, but I wanted everybody to know a couple of things that I've learned. One is when a person passes, it's kind of like, they're not there. They could be in the next room. They could be on vacation. They're not there. But there are moments when it's like really painful. And the moments when it's most painful are when that soul is directly focused on you. Because once they leave that body, it's spirit. And they're better off than we are because they're one with all that is, without all the ego and the pain and all that crap.
The bills. Don't forget the bills.
Right, but when they focus directly on us so that we'll know that they're focused on us, it makes us long for them in the physical. And that's when we cry. And so with my mother, I was like missing her, but I didn't feel like she was saying, like, I didn't feel like, I felt like she was hugging me and she was saying, Tandy's gonna be okay. And then a couple of days went on, and it's amazing how angels do this stuff. Like I was led to make this call and make this one and tell this person this and this. And then I got another message that was for a family member from my mother. And when I got that, Speedy, stop it. When I got that, the peace that rolled off of me was amazing. So what I want to say is, for any of you that you have someone that you love that has passed, if you feel like they're talking to you, if you feel like you see them, if you feel like you hear them, if you feel like you're getting a message, don't do something crazy like Speedy would do. Actually acknowledge it. Because when they cross over to the other side, first 2 weeks they're around us. Then they go off to learn how to function over there. But then they come back and they're trying to communicate with us. And the only way that they know what works is by our responses. And so for me, I feel things, but you might see something.
No,
and you might see numbers, you might hear something.
Like when my mom passed, and a lot of people were asking, well, why didn't you post anything? I said, because my mother wasn't on the internet. And I feel like if she was on the internet and then she stopped, then I would have posted that my mom passed away.
And that's why, for the record, I didn't post anything either. A, because
mother,
you didn't, and B, because we didn't advertise her like that.
My mom wasn't on, and I felt like if I post something on there, people would think, or I'm thinking people would think I'm only doing this to get a reaction from you to call me and say, oh, your mom. And I didn't want that to be that. My mother passing was all in the family. And so I feel you on that, and I know how you and your mom. And I used to always say, even though my mother had dementia at the time, but she's still here.
Right.
And so that's the thing I would always put. And then when she transitioned, and she was asleep when she passed away, and she got to 80.
Yeah, which is beautiful.
80 years old, and she was here, so it was all good. I feel what you're saying. So
and now she can communicate with you without that dementia. So stay open to hear her. Nakia, I am so sorry to hear about your family member. She just said she had a family member pass, and I'm not sorry for her because she's better off. I'm sorry because of those left behind that will miss her, but know that the soul never dies. The soul never dies. So you stay open, and you stay open, and all of you stay open to hear, because it's a beautiful thing when you develop a relationship in the spiritual. Like, oh my gosh, my mother be just like pushing me, just like.
Welcome to Aftermath.
Okay.
Starring Tandy.
Okay, fine. Okay.
What you watching? Well, we started off with this movie called Last Duel with Matt Damon. Very good movie. If you get a chance, watch it.
Yeah, I heard y'all talking about Matt Damon. You couldn't remember his name. I said, what are they doing over there? Go ahead.
And Adam Driver.
That's the other guy's name?
Yeah, with the dark hair.
Yeah. He was good.
Which one was the king?
Believe it or not, what's his name, Nick? Was the king. Well, he wasn't the king. He was kind of a king, but Ben Affleck.
Was in it too.
Ben Affleck. So there's a king and a queen. You see them earlier. You see them in the movie as well. But then Ben is who you see the most, and I thought he was the king, but he's not. But he must. It doesn't work for the king. I don't know what it is. But they had to keep going to Ben about certain things. Having to do with taxes. If you didn't pay your taxes, you didn't give the king the money, you had to deal with Ben. And then Ben would send the army
in the 1300s
to go get the taxes. So whatever that person is, so Ben would send the other guy to go get the taxes from you. And the other guy would either send Matt Damon, because Matt Damon was high up in the army.
In the army, okay.
Yeah, in whatever it was. But his wife gets
It's
raped
funny
by
picturing this with Ben and Matt.
I know. But they actually killed it. They did a great job.
Tell me their character's name, because like right now it's like
I'm sorry.
Speedy and Anthony. I want to know like it's
okay, for those of you, it's your first time tuning in, you're going, who's Tandy Ambrose? You just can't start a story off with it. Tandy needs to know every particular part because she'll frown and she'll go, hold on, Speedy. So, and you have to give her all the information. She takes the information and then she can roll with it. And she'll roll with it.
Yeah.
So you have to understand who Tandy is. So I get you.
Yeah, so what was Ben's character's name and what was
Did
Matt's
you put it up yet?
character's name?
Simone. Simone usually does she posts things
Thank
up.
you, Simone.
Miss Research.
Yeah. So it's a really good movie.
And what's the name of the movie again?
The Last Duel.
The Last Duel. Okay.
And I like period pieces, but it's just when I saw those two people that are in this.
Can I hear you say period pieces again? One more time.
Yeah, this is probably the last time y'all see Tangy. It's the reason Tangy
What you
hasn't
say
been
you
here.
like? Say it again. I like. Say it again. Just say it with Speedy.
It's a piece based in the 1300s. Let's go there.
Okay.
Oh shit!
my
The
main
parole
man.
of robbery.
Hey.
So you need the heterosexuals here, son.
Robbie
I think Robbie saw Tangy. He was like,
yeah, Tangy is Tangy.
Simone.
Oh, no. Tangy's cool. I've been cool with Tangy for years.
Years.
Know what that means? Time to play our game.
So I have
What's
the cast.
Okay,
I have
who's the cast? What
Okay,
else?
go ahead.
Matt Damon's character's name is Sir Jean de Carouges.
That's probably why I didn't
See,
bring
now
it up.
you say
Now,
that,
I
then
wouldn't
would
have
be
said
like,
that.
really?
I
Okay,
wouldn't
go
have said
ahead.
Adam Driver's character's name is Jacques Legris.
Ooh, Jacques.
that. Jacques Legris.
Yes.
Let's see,
Can I stay you for 2 seconds?
Ben
I
Affleck.
have a birthday wish for somebody.
Oh, he gonna just stop the name.
I didn't
Tell us
know. I
about the
thought y'all was
birthday
on break.
wish.
No.
All right, that's the way we do. Okay,
Okay,
darling.
so it's Jacques. It's Jacques, and what was Ben Affleck's?
Ben Affleck is Pierre de.
So
Alain-
what do they say his title is? Does he say he's the
It
king?
doesn't say.
So there was a king, but again, so whoever the character is, or whoever the person is who says, okay, time, like you owe taxes to the king.
Yes.
Ben's character told the other guy, go get my taxes. And he would send Matt Damon. Everybody sends somebody else.
Okay.
The further, till you get to the person that's supposed to go get it.
Yeah.
So he sends you to go he sends Matt to go get the taxes from you. So he sent Matt to go get taxes from this one guy. The guy didn't have it all. He
Okay.
said, I don't have it all. He said, I got some property, but that's going to my daughter. And then Ben went, well, shit, I'm going to marry your daughter so I can get that property, and then you don't have to pay the king. King was, my man was like, no, y'all still owe me, but I'm gonna let you slide because he's one of the top guys in the military.
Okay.
So he kind of let him slide, not really. So the one guy, so what's the character's name again? What's the guy's name?
Which one?
Jacques.
Jacques Legris.
No, what's his the actor's name?
Adam Driver.
So Adam, his character, they're having a baby. They're having a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So him and Matt have been beefing, and he said, "Well," and the wife goes, "Hey, he sent us a thing for us to come. It might be cool." He says, "Well, okay, I'll go. Go get a dress made. We'll go." He goes, gets there, and I guess to greet, he goes, just to let them know we cool, we not beefing. my wife kiss him, let him know it's cool.
What?
They're 1300, so whatever. So she gives him a kiss on the lips. Now,
He gonna be mad
when they
if she
tell him
like
the
it.
story, it's told from the three people that main three people. It's told from
Matt Damon's character.
Matt Damon,
Jacques.
the wife,
Jabouche.
and Jacques.
Pierre.
Pierre. Now, Ben's character really doesn't.
That's the CPA.
Yeah, he really.
Can I help you out a little bit, Paul? So basically, the story is being told from three different perspectives, right? Of the victim, the person being accused, and the person being told.
So it was a rape.
What happened?
Okay.
That's the perspective
Yeah.
of the movie.
So,
The
but
person-
You mean the
but
alleged
you don't really.
Right.
If you hadn't seen, if you didn't listen to the show, you don't pick. I didn't pick that up until. So they tell some of the story, but they missing parts, and I'm watching the movie going, well, why I didn't see that part that they're talking about. The director comes back, and he goes back, and then he puts on there now from Jacques' character, from his view. So it tells the husband's part, then it tells Jacques' part, and Jacques when he does the part when give my wife a kiss. When I saw the first way, she was kind of like hesitant about giving him a kiss, and she was like, "Okay, kiss him on the mouth, boom." But the way he saw it, when she walked up, she went and kissed him on the mouth, and he was like, and the camera stopped, and they were about this far apart after the kiss, and she went, and he made it look like she was flirting with him after everything after that. And he was like, every time you see her, she kind of gave him a look like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they met. Later on at this party that they were at, and he was, so in his mind, it was like
She wanted it.
She wanted it.
Yeah.
So Matt Damon has to go fight. So
Somebody else.
he has to go get some. Yeah, he had to go to France or somewhere to go pick up some money.
Okay.
So they send him.
Okay.
Him and Ben Affleck's character said, "Well, just send dude. Fuck it, yeah, send dude." So they show Ben is fucking doing the whole movie. This nigga, that's why I thought he was king, because he's fucking throughout the whole movie.
Because that's what kings do.
That's what kings do. So he sent him to go get the money, and then, but they never explain. So Matt Damon has a big castle. He has workers, and his mom lives there. And he tells the wife, "Look, I got to leave, but if you got to go anywhere, make sure you take the servants, or don't be here by yourself." He tells her that. She ended up
Tells his mother.
tells the wife.
Oh, the wife.
So the mom, which they didn't explain in the movie, and I thought they were going to come back and explain that, she just gets up and says, "I'm going into town," and the wife's like, "Oh, well, you're not supposed to leave me by myself. You'll be fine, whatever." Because she really didn't like her anyway. He's like, so she takes all the servants with her.
Oh, dang.
Oh, set up.
Yeah, that sounds like a setup.
Which I thought they would come back in the movie and explain why, because
they
they never
didn't?
explained. No, they
Oh,
never
I'm
explained why the mom up and left with everybody.
The director's good.
Scott real Cole. He-
Don't listen to Speedy.
no, I'm just saying I just didn't understand that part. So sure enough,
It's a great film.
That was a setup.
she opens the little thing, and it's one of the guys, the king
by
people.
herself.
And she goes, "Yeah." And the guy goes, "Oh, my horse," or whatever. He goes, "Can I just come in for a few minutes?" When she opened the door, it's my man Jock. So the dude come in, Jock come in, and goes, "Hey, I just want to tell you, I love you." Boom, he's doing the spiel, and this little sidekick like, "Well, hey, this," and he goes, "You get out of here." So he leaves, and so, like I said, the view is from what he saw. And she was like, "Well, no, I don't want to do this." So she takes off running, and she takes off her shoes. She takes her shoes off the camera, hits that. So they let me know that was something I should remember. She takes her shoes off, and she runs upstairs. He follows her. No, ain't nobody got to know. Just going to be me and you. Boom. She says, no, you can't do this. I'm married. He don't really love you. I love you. I love the shit out of you. I can give you whatever you want. I can give you all the shit you want. Throws her in the bed. Pretty much takes the pussy, but the way he took it, it was like she wasn't really fighting.
Yeah.
Boom, and then he turns around, hits it from behind, and he goes, "Don't tell anybody."
I just want to know, did she have on that big old dress?
Yeah, they all did back then.
So he didn't take it off, he just lifted it up and put on.
Yeah, just put it. So boom, that was her view.
Quickies.
That was his view. Then the director puts it on the screen. Now coming from her view. So when she goes to the party and she give the kiss, she was like, boom, it's like that. And the scene, so when they go back and the dude knocks on the door, she does this. The other guy comes in. She doesn't take off. So remember I said the scene, she took her shoes off,
Yep.
left them there, and then ran up. No. He's chasing her, pulls her shoes get kicked up, she's running up. It's really like, okay, this is from her view of what happened.
And they're telling the story, or are we seeing it
You seeing
from
it
their perspective?
from their perspective of how,
Okay.
the same scene,
Okay.
but two different versions of it. So, but they're telling this in the courts, but they actually
That's
show
what I
it.
wanted to know, because I was wondering if they're telling if it's really what they saw, or if it's the way they're interpreting the situation so that they
To
can
them.
get
Yeah, so
whatever
because
they
they have to
want.
tell it to the court. So he takes the pussy the way she did it, and then it wasn't cool. She's crying, and so when Matt Damon comes home, which I didn't, first thing she said was, "Hey, dude came through and he raped me," and he's like, "Well, where was my mom and the servants? They left."
Everybody.
So he goes directly to the king. Boom. Oh, my man, this, that, and the other. What we gonna do? And he said, well, shit, if we do this, y'all know what's gonna happen if you pursue this. They would say let it go. They had told him originally, Ben said, just let it go. He said, nope, not let it go. Because the consequences was, and you weren't here for this, is that if it's found that it's not true, the lady gets burned at the stake. They burn her and they drag her body through the city.
Well, he don't care about that, because
And he dies too. They take all
they
take all his shit, and he died. Everybody died
Oh.
because you bought false things against
Oh.
the dude.
Oh.
But if it is true, so they said, well, how are we gonna settle it? Because they gave both sides. They couldn't decide how to settle it. The only other way to settle it is a duel.
So now the men got to fight.
Now Matt Damon has to fight the guy who used to be his friend.
Yeah.
So they got to do the duel. He wins the duel. He kills dude, and they dragged his body through that goddamn city and hung him upside down. So
Did the wife cry? Did it seem like she loved the guy that they killed?
no. I never got that from the wife. Again, they did show, which I thought was weird from Matt Damon's point of view, or from her point of view, that every time Matt was fucking her, she wasn't. Again, they wasn't in love. It was
She wasn't
the-
like,
It was an arrangement.
it was an arrangement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time they show her like how it was to live with him, it was like, God
she
damn.
wasn't happy.
No.
And now the other guy's dead, and she's stuck with the man who she wasn't having a good
She wasn't
time
having
with in
good
the first
anyway
place.
to begin with. And he was just like, he would hit and be like, now again, it's from her point of view. He hits and gets up and goes, was it good for you?
Oh.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh.
That was great. He said, I lasted kind of long on that one. And she was just like, so I'm like, that's fucked up, because when he, they didn't ever show him having that visual of fucking her. But when her time to tell the story, she was just like, and this motherfucker was, hey, yeah. And that motherfucker got up and said the greatest man shit in the world. That was great.
Oh.
Did you enjoy it like I enjoyed it? Like Simi, remember in Coming to America? It was like that.
It sounds like that episode of Martin when Martin met Gina.
Uh-huh.
She told her version, he told his version, and they all told their version how they met, and they were all, you remember that episode? No?
Hey, we here now, niggas.
Simone?
Shout out to episode 2.
Anybody?
I remember.
You remember the episode?
Okay, let's do it again, and we're all gonna lie about it. Go
Okay,
ahead,
here we
do
go.
it again.
Reminds me of that episode.
Mhm.
This is gonna be hilarious. Where Martin met Gina,
Mhm.
and Martin told his version how they met.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That's the one when he was a
man.
pimp.
That's funny.
You got to believe it. Do you believe it, baby?
Man, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying,
Anyways,
but it's a really good movie, and because I didn't want to watch Matt Damon in a.
Oh, period piece.
Thank you. I just think I
Hey.
didn't see him, and then when I'm looking at because like real actors and real actors in here, I always look at the credits. I'm majorly look at the credits, and then I saw who the director was, and I'm like, oh shit! Had I known this earlier, I would have watched it,
Let me ask
because
you a
he's a
question.
really good director.
Let me ask you a question. Have you seen it? You haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
I've seen it now.
Well, that's what I wanted to know. Now that Speedy has told us the whole movie and acted it out pretty nicely, why should we watch it? I want to know. Like, tell me what I'm gonna get.
'Cause I'm-
Since you ruined it for us, why should we watch it?
I didn't say that. I didn't say ruined.
I said it.
I said you did a great job acting
Thank
it
you.
out.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna watch
like,
it anyway because I want to see it anyway. I love all them together.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're gonna watch
I'm
for
gonna
the
see it
actors.
anyway,
Yeah, some even if someone tells me, I still want to watch it because they may not told it the way it was or gave
So
their
like
version.
back in your single
Just like
years,
in
if
the version.
if you met a girl that you liked and your friend hit it and he had already told you what it was like, you would still want to hit it so you could see for yourself.
Oh God, Tangy.
I don't know if I narrow it down
What
like
a
that.
comparison.
But I think just like in the movie,
He
you
didn't answer my
have.
question. You still-
No, I am going to answer
Answer
the
the
question.
question.
I'm going to answer the question this way. Just like in the movie, each person had a different version of the same thing of the same
so you just
situation.
gave us a different version, and so now
I just
we
gave you
can-
my version.
So then
of
we
it.
can watch, and I can come back next week with Tandy.
Be like,
version,
yo,
and I can act the
what
whole
you gonna
thing out.
and you're gonna do totally. You're gonna say, Speedy, it wasn't even what you thought I said it was. You're gonna be so how I know Tangy is that the only reason you're gonna come back is so that you can't correct me about the movie.
Well, at least you know me.
What you watching these days, Tangy?
On TV?
No, on the wall.
Oh, what am I watching? My bank account go up.
Oh, shit.
Nice, yes. Let me see. Have I been? I'm watching Shrek.
Now I'll say this for those who don't know Tangy.
I got kids, and we get together
She
and we
is-
watch. We've been watching all these old movies.
Yo,
My
you don't
son's
have
doing-
kids. Stop saying that. You have teenagers. They're teenage.
I
Kids
have
are 10-year-olds.
teenagers. We have my son has a TV in his room. My daughter has a TV in her room, and there's a TV in the den. There's a TV in my room.
It's a lot of TVs.
My kids, my teenagers,
There you go.
come into my room, and we watch movies together. We watched, what was it? Aaron's. It's a movie about the fighting. What's the name of it? It's a cartoon.
This is my Angie moment, so let me sure I got it right.
Ananias
There's a
or
movie
something.
about
Mulan?
fighting.
No.
These
Wait
are
a minute.
knives. These
Kung
are
Fu-
knives.
Kung
Fighting
Fu
is here,
Panda?
Tangy. These are weapons. My
Wait a minute.
Tangy.
Let me see if I can find it.
I think
But
you
we've been
watched Kung Fu
watching
Panda, Tangy.
this. We watched. It was Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
How can I find on
He
Netflix
said
what
you watched
I have
Kung
watched?
Fu Panda.
It's the only cartoon with ninja fighting in it.
No, it's something. It
Oh,
was
these
an
are it's the
animated-
anime.
it's
Oh,
an
anime.
animated
See, we're
show.
older, Tangy.
Oh, but it's so good.
Tangy, we're grown.
Oh.
We don't watch anime.
Well,
my
anyway.
daughter, Madison, watches every anime, everything. So she would probably know which one that is.
So yeah, so I've been watching anime.
You like
I've
it?
been watching. Oh yeah, my babies, my
Thank you,
teenagers.
thank you. I got to get you out of that.
They pick great movies.
That's because you're in the room with them.
No, but I like them.
No, because you're in the room
taste
with
is
them.
different than my daughter's. That's why they pick good movies. What you mean? When they're not in the room with me, they pick bad.
Have you looked at the stuff that they don't watch in the room with you?
No, I don't spy on them because they come in there with me. But I don't spy.
I do.
You know, you spy.
I go through their phone.
Do you speak?
When they were little, so things you don't know about Nick and Donald. Donald used to, I don't know why Donald did this. Now Donald used to hide knives under his pillow. I don't know why. But he did. So when I would drop them at school, I'd go
Facts.
through all these
I
shit.
got a knife on me right
Knives
now.
under his pillow.
I got
Yeah.
one on me right now, brother.
So
I
they
was game
always
up.
had weapons in their room for some reason.
All the
So I
time.
never got an
That's
argument
right.
in the room because I wanted to be like, Dad. You know.
Right.
So I would always go through their shit all the time when the kids are not home. I do it with Maya, Madison, Brooklyn. I wash all their clothes. So I go through all their shit.
Well, my son washes his clothes, but recently I did surprise him and do like a really great cleaning, like a mama get down, because he keeps it clean. But I did a real.
But you did a mama get down.
I did a mama get down.
You lifted the
cleaning.
bed up and went underneath.
I lifted the bed up. I got rid of clothes that. Well, I didn't get rid of him. I took all the clothes that I don't see him wearing, put them in a pile, said we can go. I went through everything, and he came in. He was so happy. He was like, "What if I was hiding something, Mommy?" I said, "Well, I would have found it." I said, but this is the pile of stuff that I wasn't sure what that was, and I didn't want to, because I respect him, and I didn't want to go too deep in that. So
I used to throw that shit
stuff.
away.
But I tell my kids,
Fuck them kids.
I won't spy on either one of them, or not trust them until I have a reason to.
Right.
I tell you what, I'm not gonna spy on you, but it won't be no doors in this motherfucker. All I'm gonna do is walk by.
What about you, Robert? Because your son, did you go through shit as a kid when he was little, or high school and
Junior high and high school.
yeah?
Junior high and high
So
school.
basically, his whole life.
Right.
Yeah, the
But
parts
but
of life
but
that
did you
matter.
say you guys did you raise your son?
I raised my son. Yeah.
Okay, so he's with you 24/7. Okay, yeah. So yeah, he went through shit.
Yeah, I did. Especially laundry. When I did his laundry and I
I
found
told
out,
you. That's when you find shit.
found out he had $50 in there, I was like, hey.
Hey,
where'd this
that's the
come
other
from?
part of
You
this.
didn't
I
ask
do the
where he got that
laundry
from?
because if I find money, it's in my house.
Did I ask where he got it
Now,
from?
but here's the thing, Robbie. Now, if he come back and go, Dad, I have $50 in there. Oh, here you go.
You can give it
gotta
all, but
break
if
him
they
off,
don't
yeah.
ask.
But if they don't ask, because Chris, this dude be having dubs and tens. I be like, don't nobody say shit.
Really?
And then because Brooklyn and Chris in the same room, so they got quarters always on the floor. Nah, something about change. I can't. Quarters, dimes, quarters, nickels, and pennies.
Okay. Not your thing.
Not my thing. Quarters. Anyway,
My son
they gonna
doesn't leave money in his clothes.
well, you know,
All I
job.
might find is a key to the house. Yeah, but he washes his own clothes.
Have you found
only
the condom?
time I ever want to help him wash is because they don't be dirty.
Huh?
The clothes aren't dirty enough as far as I'm concerned. They're not dirty. Like we've been in the pandemic, and so all you
Okay,
do is get dressed and go into the house and go
So
back.
here's
and
the
I'm
question, because I'm the same way. So if you wear this now and you go back in the house, do you put it in dirty clothes?
It depends. I wear.
Don't ever do that again.
I wear.
That's Tangy.
Don't you ever in your life do that again.
You gotta
Because
do
the
the
cold
question.
part about it, for some reason my eyes followed your hand. I went, oh.
No, I didn't know anything about natural till I met Tangy.
Right.
And that was almost 30 years ago.
See?
The only thing natural.
So here's the question. So the stuff you have on now, does it all go in dirty clothes?
It depends.
Yeah.
Who I've been around, where I've been.
Wands it.
She been outside? Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty clothes.
Yeah.
You didn't see this outfit tomorrow.
But I don't think it's necessary. I think we're just conditioned to you wore it, so now you got to wash it.
Well, to put like
no.
jeans or something like that, or I'll hang these back up. If I ain't spilled nothing on them, I hang them back up in the closet. If I spilled something on it, or I ran in this, or this is why I went to the gym in, then I'm gonna wash it.
And if I have on panties, I'll change those.
If.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
When did
yeah.
you start wearing panties?
Well, you know.
Oh, are you
Thursday?
part of that club too?
Girl.
See, that's what I'm talking
Nigga,
about.
I thought I was high five.
We had this conversation a
like,
while
yeah, let
back
me get
about
some.
not wearing. Okay, question.
Yes.
Do you wear panties or thongs with leggings?
Thongs.
You do?
Why?
What about you, Speedy?
If I wear anything, it'll be thongs. Because I don't want to
Panties and thongs with your
I
leggings.
don't
Or
wear
nothing.
anything.
Or
And that's
nothing.
why.
Yeah, or
I don't wear
nothing.
any.
Wearing
I don't wear
panties.
anything with leggings because it's too hot down there. You gotta give,
Right.
sister things.
Or
some
nothing.
space.
But sometimes I'm riding,
Well, yeah.
you know.
What you riding?
Or I'm running
Yeah.
One's
bicycles. I'm
God damn, why does he let it happen?
things,
I'm saying this guy, listen. When Ted says search, he just got to go. You see me? I was in the mall. I need some
When
popcorn.
did you start wearing underwear? I mean, I'm just confused now. You changed. You're not
Well,
the same sweet Tangy. Bros.
you know, I have a daughter.
Speedy, sundress, ass would just be clapping. She would just walk upstairs.
Thank you, Robbie.
Now,
Robbie's gonna be the next last duel.
Yeah. You going to be in the front cover of her magazine.
I know, right?
All right, so
The G-string doesn't stop that, though.
that's right.
Whoa.
What you watching?
I am watching
Oh, shit.
a show
G-string.
called The Mindhunter.
Ooh,
I love that
sounds
show.
good.
The Mindhunter?
Wait,
The
Mindhunters
Mindhunter.
Or-
Mindhunter.
or the Mindhunter?
The Mindhunter.
What is it?
On
What is
Netflix.
it? What is it?
It's a show from it's a period piece from the 60s or 70s, and there's this special division within the FBI.
Okay,
that's
this is the show.
Behavioral sciences, and they start.
I think I almost saw
studying-
it.
Pops, listen to me.
It's good.
If y'all get a chance, I binge watched the whole thing.
You can't stop.
It's. Do you mind if I cut in?
Go ahead.
Oh.
The show is about how the FBI started the criminal department for profiling, right? And it's about how all this actually happened in one time period. So a lot of people don't realize like all the serial killers took place in one time. When we talk about Jeffrey Dahmer, all those people that we reference,
yeah.
it all happened at one. Son of Sam, all this happened in like a 10-year period. So they established this brand of the FBI, and it's about how this developed, how they actually interviewed the people, how they broke the cases, and they actually go through all the actual murderers
Wait a
from
minute.
that time.
Then
Wow.
wait a minute.
And
So
hold on, real
the
quick.
big dude, right? He was in jail.
Yeah, so
And
look,
he kept interviewing.
Look,
and he snapped.
Kemper.
Oh,
The,
Yes,
the
I
craziest
did
thing is
see
this.
that.
This the
I did
craziest
see
thing.
that. I did watch that.
I watch like the real crime stuff all the time, so I was familiar with all these cases as I'm watching the TV show, which made it 10 times better. But how accurate they got the characters was scary.
The guy that they cast as Son of Sam.
Son of Sam, the
looked
camper, the
just
Kemper
like
dude
him.
too. You ever seen Kemper?
I've never seen him.
That
He
was a big
looks-
dude.
He looks dead on the and he
The one that killed his mom.
bro. This dude is 6'9".
Yeah.
Killed
And
his mom, buried the head in the backyard so
Yeah.
that stared up at his window.
But wait, but he
Y'all gotta
raped her
watch
head.
it. Yeah,
He
and
raped her
listen, yo,
off.
Yes.
watch. When you
Yes.
get a
Yes.
chance,
Yes.
watch
Yes.
this
Yes.
show.
Head off,
It's
raped
called
her head, then
Mindhunters.
buried her head.
Yeah. And the guy,
watch this
and I
Tandy?
remember, yes,
No.
it is really
No,
good.
no,
I
you
did
will-
watch it.
You will.
Tandy,
love
it's really good.
Incredible.
It's- because the guy had to sit there and he had to listen to him and not react to the fact that because he had to befriend the guy to get the information. So if he go in there like, well, why would you do that? He's not gonna get the information.
Oh, so speaking on that, so this is Tandy, this is why you should watch it. It actually is breaking through the police and how they actually evolved, right? So back then it was the hard nosed cop thing.
Okay.
Just slam them
gonna
on
tell
it.
me.
Right. So this is the part where they actually had to start using their brain and figure out, okay,
Be nice.
now we have to be nice to the criminals,
Mhm.
and they had to figure out who we going to get to sit down with a mass
Yeah,
murderer that's
yeah.
killed 10 people and try to
And
figure
you gotta
out
be in the room with him.
what makes him tick.
Yeah.
So
I'd
it's
love to
it's
see
about
that,
it's
to
about
sit with a mass
right. So it's
murderer.
about that. It's about actually figuring out how they got in the room with these people, how they develop relationships with these killers, and then how they able to solve cases based on
Nick,
this
who was the guy and
information.
he bought him a shoe?
Yeah.
That
Did
was
he
such a
bring
good.
the
That was such a
And
good
then
episode.
he masturbated with the
Yes.
shoe in.
And my man said, "Well, you bring me the shoe, and I can tell you what."
That
I
was
think
such a good episode.
I think.
Wait a second. Hold up. So he's talking and he says, "I need a shoe." He brings the shoe and he masturbates.
No.
with the
Tandy,
shoe?
So no.
No.
So the detectives they had to figure out every time they're interviewing a new criminal, they have to figure out how to connect with the person.
Yeah.
So they're trying
You
out
just
different
can't go in
methods.
there and bully
So
him.
one of the methods was he was trying to figure out, so how do I relate to him? And he was like, well, I think the guy had a shot. I seen this a while ago. Either he had a shoe fetish or it was something from the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
But he basically just set it in the room off to the side. So that the guy he can kind of arouse him, and
Yep.
he kind of like I bring you a gift on the initial meeting, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they were figuring out different techniques to kind of get under the skin of these murderers.
But that's what they had to do.
Pause for a
Did they
second.
do
I'm a
anything
little
about the
slow. Wait a minute.
Hillside Stranglers?
Was the Hillside Strangler? The Green
Bobby
River,
Leon.
I think the Green River Killer was on there. Son of Sam.
Killer,
Who was the guy that was throwing the
Manson.
kids in the Manson was on there.
Yeah.
A shoe fetish will be turned on by a shoe being in the room.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, yeah, if I got a shoe fetish. So especially if it's heels, right? So imagine if I'm a cop and I'm interviewing you and I know this about you. I don't never mention it. I just have a box of heels off to the side,
Red bottoms.
right? So now as I'm asking you for things and you telling me no, I got something that you want.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually you're gonna ask me for these shoes and I know this.
That's
So
great.
now I have leverage. That's what they were trying to figure
Yeah.
out in the whole process.
And I think what's the show?
It's a
with,
great show, yo. Y'all get a chance to watch it.
The one the show like that. What was the show with?
First 48.
No.
Forensic
Well,
Files?
first 48. No. Remember that's what they did. The was it Mind Killers or Mind
Criminal Minds or
Criminal Mind?
Oh yeah, criminal.
Criminal
Okay, yeah,
Mind.
criminal. It's basically like criminal mind.
Criminal Mind.
But this is like
It's
a
just
real, a
story.
realistic
but
version.
some of the stories on Criminal Mind they took that premise.
Yeah.
The thing I hated about Criminal Mind is that at some point they got to every single person on that show and they had something wrong. Like what's my man? He had got raped by the football coach.
Yeah, that's when I started watching. Shamar Moore.
Shamar Moore.
That's when I started watching.
He gets raped by the
We ain't
football
doing that
coach,
shit.
but they don't bring that out till later on. Then when they bring that out, and then the guy that was really a nerd didn't want to carry a gun, but they told him, you got to carry a gun. You're FBI. You got to carry a gun. He gets kidnapped, and they fucked him up when he got kidnapped because he was just a really smart guy who could look at people and kind of analyze who they are, and he gets kidnapped by this serial. Oh, it was great, and it took a minute for his character to recover and come back to who he was because it fucked up his head. That he got.
This is all messing with my head. I got a question. If you had to interview us, what do you think each of our one thing
Trigger?
would be?
Yep.
Yes.
For I'll go for Wanzer. I would just bring, if I need to get information from Wanzer, I have a really pretty girl come in and talk to her.
White woman.
Yeah.
White
White
girl.
woman.
And he'll tell
Tall
her
white,
all.
tall white,
Wanzer
tall
gonna
white
tell
woman.
it all.
I have
But-
no
and I would
idea
tell
why
her to
she
be,
white.
I would tell her to be
Big
very
titties, no
flirtatious
ass.
with Wanzer.
Yes.
And Wanzer gonna tell it all.
And he gonna tell
He
it
gonna
all.
tell it all.
Yeah.
Speedy is so
With
wrong.
with Robbie, I would bring somebody in that knows a lot like Rob, because Robbie knows shit that like
Yeah.
facts. I was like, how you know that shit? And anything having to do with the arts,
Okay.
Marshall,
Okay.
I got. Then Robbie gone.
I would bring a chick in with a Bruce Lee shirt on.
Yeah.
And no panties.
And just have her, wouldn't even say nothing to the nigga. He gonna walk right over there.
Yeah.
So what's your name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll be, or his dad's picture on the shirt, because his dad
Yeah.
is a very
Yeah.
famous guy.
Yeah.
For this one,
I think I went to school with your sister.
I have a domestic violence pamphlet with me, showing sympathy. She'd be like,
Yeah.
oh. I'd be like, I've been hurt.
it would be.
I've been
I would
hurt.
send.
She'll sympathize with me. Like,
I would send a
"Oh."
woman in to interview you who had that, and then you guys could bond, and you would be able to talk to her.
No, the question.
Tangy.
No. She's not, they not asking you how would you trigger them.
That would be the trigger
No,
for her
you-
to give the information I need.
You're trying to relate though. See,
Yeah, but I have to relate. You have to relate to the person for them to give you the information you need.
No,
They're
no,
doing
no.
another show right here.
I don't know what they doing, but a trigger, right, would be
trigger for
something.
me?
No, a trigger would be so. He's giving example of things that people relate
That's a
to.
trigger sets
No,
you
I
off,
want to know.
Right,
what-
a trigger
what-
would be
what
something
put
to
in
get
a
you-
room for all of us.
Right. But the trigger would be something to get you out of character.
Oh.
Right. So
okay,
you
what
wouldn't.
would
I
be
wouldn't
a
want to get you something for you to be comfortable. I want to get you uncomfortable
Right.
so that you give up the information.
Is this about murder?
But-
would it be a murder case where you try to get the information to get if we were murderers?
But if I go by what we said earlier,
If
when
the
the guy
shoe
bought
made
the
that
shoe
guy, then
in,
the
he
woman
made him
and the
feel
woman would
comfortable
make
with
No,
the shoe.
he made them feel uncomfortable because they didn't even bring up the shoe. They never
Yeah, I
even.
know, but he wanted the shoe, so it got at some point. He go, yo, whatever, man. What's with that shoe? Oh, you want
Right,
a shoe?
but if you watch the show, y'all, you can see how the guy, as they're trying to interview him, he keeps looking past them at the shoe.
That motherfucker
Right,
was
so he
huge,
would
too.
look past him at the white
Right.
girl, and he.
Yeah,
would
but that's
look
just getting.
past
she
all
would
of
be in
us.
the room.
Right,
This
but
is ridiculous.
But
Yes,
but
he
right,
would.
but
Yes, he
the
would.
you gotta understand something. He was
Big
killing
chick, I would make
people
sure her
over
shirt
the
is
shoes.
unbuttoned.
It wasn't a good thing. So you need a trigger that's gonna get somebody
So
out of
what do
their
you
character.
think would be a good trigger for Anthony?
To get him out of character, I
So
would
that
have
he'll
I would
spill
I would I would
beans.
have a very
A black
aggressive
girl?
I would have a very aggressive woman interview him
Yeah, well, Wanzi, yeah.
It should be white
and
or
be
black.
little. I would have make sure she's taller than him, and I would make sure she stands up while she talks to him.
You gonna send Simone in?
And I honestly
much.
think
much. In a dress.
Ron's is only gonna take
In a
about 2
moo-moo.
comments before he gets upset and explodes and he gets emotional and I can get whatever I want.
Oh, that's good.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Robbie, what would I say to Robbie? I don't know. That's a good one. Robbie's a good one.
Yo, Marshall
I don't
Arts
even know
ain't
Robbie.
shit.
I don't even know Robbie from in here really. I haven't seen Robbie out in the world.
In the room on the other side. Y'all gonna get that goddamn iguana out of here.
am I a murderer or what?
I mean, we investigating you for a serious crime.
And we
I
need
think the shoe
information.
might work with Robbie. You put that high heel.
They say a manipulative trigger can be positive or negative. What would you? What would
Either
you,
one, I
what
think.
would you use
How
for me?
would we get 10?
10?
Because you always so
Oh, that's
happy.
easy,
man.
Tandy.
What would you do,
You
Rob?
know what?
Wow, what would
I
you
would
do?
I would give her some information or hold shit out. She'd be like, or I would stop talking right before I get to whatever she needs to hear. Like, oh, I'll be right back, motherfucker, because she has to hear it all.
that
You
would
can't
get
give
on my nerves.
Tangy half or whatever it is you're
I
talking
have to just
about.
tell her vegans are wrong.
See, you know what? I would do something. I would do something indirect. So if we were having a conversation, I would put something in front of you, like on the table, that I know would spark some
Like what?
emotion.
But you never talk about
like
it.
a picture or something that I know will get you super emotional, but I would never bring it up.
That would be good because I'd be wondering.
Or maybe not even a picture, maybe just like a trinket or something from your childhood, something to trigger your emotions. But I wouldn't say anything about it. I would just put it on the table. You said a what? Well, a burger. Just put a burger right there, medium rare.
So you really like the show? How far
I
into
loved
it?
I was mad when it ended.
Oh, okay.
Because it
I almost
ended
wrote
with-
in.
I know.
I almost
was
wrote
like,
in.
thank
Nigga, like,
God.
y'all need to come back. What the hell?
But I had a feeling that the wife was gonna leave.
Wait a
Of
minute.
course.
FBI guys?
Of course.
Yeah.
Whose wife?
See,
The
Look,
lead
got
detective.
you.
The lead
Now, if you just
detective.
stop talking, she'll look. Hey,
Yeah. After the show, we take a break. I'd be like, who's wife?
I think the lead detective. I think the son is showing tendencies
Oh,
of
yeah.
serial
That's
killerness.
the not the lead detective, but the other detective's son, right? The one that he adopted.
Yeah, the adopted kid.
I knew that when he said he adopted him.
Yep.
Because
I had a
obviously,
feeling
because
that's
of the movie, I was like, because of the
Yep.
show, it's usually always a kid. Usually, all murderers, what they have in common is something happens in their childhood,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's usually it's always abuse.
yeah.
It's always abuse or abandonment. It's either the mama did it, it's either mama abandoned him or the daddy abused him. That's the only way it goes
Or-
with
or
a serial killer.
And-
Or he was bullied. We killing
Yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah, bully.
But I think bullies become murderers. They don't become serial killers.
No, but the dude that's bullied
These niggas
by
was
the
serial
by the
killers.
bullier,
Yeah.
usually
Who?
So I
you
watch
talking
all the FBI's. Tuesdays there's like 3 FBI's. There's the international FBI. There's most wanted, and the regular one. And the most wanted one, they tend to use that particular base. Like last week's, the guy was going around killing people. That he was in Boy Scouts, and one of the scout masters raped him.
See, no. Y'all see, I'm right again. That's a father figure.
Yeah. So
see what
but
I'm
the
saying?
guy
That's
rapes
what
him. He
triggered
gets
you.
he does like maybe 2 or 3 years.
Daddy rape you.
And the trigger for
Mama
him
leave ya.
was like he was dealing with it. He's gotten older. He's kind of still fucking with him. Some people are suing for these kids that got raped. Now all the kids are like 30 something, and they send him a thing saying you're gonna get $15,000 for what happened to you. He snaps. He snaps. He goes shoot. He kills the guy that raped him. Wait for him after the bar. He killed his wife who knew about it. Everybody knew about it. He went and got him and killed them all. And what you guys are saying is right. It's like something happened when these kids and those things. Like I know about the kids that have when they go to Catholic church. I was my mom put us altar boy
You don't wanna touch
at St. Francis Cabrini right there on Imperial. So my mom put me in there because she said, well, I can't pay for you to be there, but if you say you're Catholic, you go free.
Yeah, that's
We
how they
weren't
get you.
Catholic, but my mom said, you go on that line, go on in and get free. So as I got older, and you find out that the priests were touching kids, they ain't touch me.
You was too fat.
Did that hurt your feelings?
Were you
wasn't.
Were you the only child of color?
I think I was.
That's why.
I think I was.
So you had racist priests.
No.
I think I was at St. Francis.
You know why? A lot of these priests will not touch black kids.
Because they tell.
They're scared of the damn mama coming back and
black
fucking
kids
killing
is
all
Because
shit.
they still think that we are cursed. They think it's an abomination to touch.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's cool.
Yeah, I was thinking that's good too.
Yeah.
Look here.
What did somebody say,
What I
Tandy?
was saying about bullies, I had a guy I went to high school with that was bullied a lot, and we called him Charlie Manson. He would always wear
Them the
trench
dudes.
coat, and he
That would
always-
probably make me angry.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
white dude.
Charlie.
But what ended up happening was we didn't know that he was bullying younger people.
Yeah, the bully. Yeah, you're being bullied.
Yeah,
You
if you
usually.
get bullied, you're
Yeah.
it's a procession.
Yeah.
The guy he was bullying ended up almost being a mass murderer.
Yeah.
So he was.
We got a
he
phone
was
call.
Huh? I'm
Maybe,
sorry.
maybe it's him. Caller, what's your name? Are you the bullier?
Hey.
Oh, my bad.
Caller,
died.
what's your name and where you
Hey
calling
everybody,
from?
what's going on? What's going on?
Vern.
Okay, here's my synopsis of this whole situation.
Here's your what?
And I'm going to be real quick. Shut the hell up, Speedy. when you do, it's like the school shootings. Every time a person does a school shooting, they try to make the shooter the monster and the kids the saints. That's not how it usually goes. 90% of the people they shoot are the people that they wanted to shoot in the first place.
Well, they looking for those people. They end up shooting other people.
Random. 90% of the time, it's not random. They're shooting the people that that's been bullying them, and they have no other access to get that off of them.
Oh goodness.
They should get a journal, nigga. What do you mean?
Nick,
You said you're gonna be short.
No, Vernon, I can speak to this firsthand. I can speak to this firsthand, Vernon. Niggas tried to.
You ain't the only one.
Vernon, niggas tried to.
Vernon, did you want to shoot up the kids at the school?
Vernon, listen.
You about to
Niggas
trigger
tried to
this.
bully me, and I just wasn't,
That tried.
because I wasn't going for it.
Sound like he's
See, everybody's not as. See, here's the
Go
thing.
ahead, please do it.
And when people are
not gonna work,
strong,
Tandy.
they don't understand how another person can dominate them and put their will over them. You don't understand that.
So
when you're
No, I
not as
understand it. I'm just
strong
not going for it.
When you're not as strong as everybody else, and you're timid, and you don't have the ability at the moment to defend yourself, and you're trying to tell somebody, and it's only making it worse, and you don't see a way out of that, but to get rid of that person, then that's what you do. 'Cause
So,
that's
Vernon,
what
do
I
you-
almost did.
Vernon, do you think they did the right thing shooting up the people that were bullying them at the schools?
Don't ask me that.
Well, you're defending the person. That's a question that I really want to.
Seriously, don't ask me that, because then it'll be a bunch of
said
people
then.
calling talking about how I'm wrong and how this, that, and the other.
And he just answered your
If you
question.
have
basically.
never
Yeah, he
been in
answered the
that
question.
situation, and a lot of times the kids that are bullied in school are bullied at home.
No.
They're not even paid attention to at their own house. The parents don't even pay them no attention, so they can't talk to them, or they'll just tell them, "Oh, tell somebody in school, or get over it."
Well,
like
Vern-
Speedy used to say.
Well, Vernon, you know, if we were wild animals, you would just be left in the wild. You was a weak link, nigga. They would just leave you by the river, nigga.
No.
Wait for that alligator.
They'll let you go first when the crossing, nigga.
No, here's the difference.
You ever see the gazelles when the nigga go first?
Yeah, them motherfuckers be. They put the hoof in there and they come on
right
back.
there and watch the one test the water.
So you can push somebody to
And
the
they go
point
around. They
where
around that
they
motherfucker.
either get stronger and start defending themselves and speak up, or they go to the whole other side and snap.
So, Vernon, what do
Right.
you think should be done? How do you think we can help these kids that are
Son.
bullied at home and bullied at school? What do you think we should look out for?
Really
Even by the
know
river.
unless, because a lot of times these kids are programmed not to say anything because they have been beaten down so much that it comes to the fact of, fuck it, I'm just here. This is what it is. I don't have no way out.
Vernon, I have a question for you.
Something. A lot of times that's what suicide. That's why a lot of these
All right, go
suicides come from, because these kids don't have
This nigga ain't
no,
gonna let me ask my
they don't
question.
have no light. There's
Ver-
no light in their life.
Vernon, Wanza has a question for you.
I have a question for you. Did you do your homework after school?
What does that have to do with
You should have been in the weight room.
Damn. Vern,
You could have ended that bully.
I got one.
Instead of doing your homework, you should have been getting swole.
Let me,
You should have been getting swole,
let me
Vern.
answer the question.
He swole, nigga. He ain't really.
You can do
Damn.
as much. It's not about the physical aspect a lot of times.
what?
The what?
The
A
what
lot of
part?
times people can be bullied
You said
mentally.
cyclical.
If you break a person down enough, they will just completely surrender. You have to.
All right, well, I have to.
But wait. I got one quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
May not
Go ahead.
agree with it, but it's the truth.
Wait, but Vern, I got one question. What about these men who are, and for lack of a word, what about these men who are out committing crimes, murders against homosexuals? They're just beating up gays or killing gays.
Because a lot of times they're scared because
No,
they are
they can, but
Wait,
these are guys who are so
That's just what
homophobic that
is.
are doing it.
If you find somebody else's sexuality so offensive that you have to go out and do something about it, that's probably what you are, and you're scared. You're scared that you like that nigga, or something about you attracts you to that nigga, so that's what you're scared of. That's how I
Why
see
you
that.
become a nigga?
Point
Thank you,
blank
Vern.
period. Should nobody's sexuality offend you that much or scare you that much?
Break on your tongue.
All right, thank you, Vern.
For the record, I don't care what you do, Vern.
But that was Jeffrey. That was Jeffrey Dahmer's
Suck
thing.
and suck
Yeah.
a tad.
Jeffrey Dahmer's thing was he hated gay people, but he was gay.
Yeah.
So he didn't hate. He didn't hate. gay.
Fighting it.
I have a
Yeah, he was
child.
fighting it. Vern was on dead on
I'll
point.
give my. So
There's some ministers like that.
there was a kid on my block. His name was Johnny. Johnny was foster at the time. I didn't know what foster care was. I just knew this girl. Her mom always had different kids. She would always say that's my brother. I'm like, no, bitch, it's not your brother, but whatever. And so Johnny was on the neighborhood, and he was breaking in people's houses, but he was our bully on the block. And I'm walking down the street. Johnny walked up to me, and he said, "You got a big brother?" And I said, "Nah." That motherfucker socked me in my stomach. I went to the ground. I said, "Well, the next time a nigga asks me," I got 3 of them, nigga. And they go, and I just remember going, and I said, "Johnny, why'd you sock me?" He said, I just did that. And I'm like, and Johnny had to be, I think I was 12 or 11. Johnny had to be, no, he was 17. 'Cause I mean, he was in high school, and he only stayed 1 year at the house because I didn't know foster care kids only stay till they're 18.
And they kick him out the
They
street.
kick
They
'em
give him a
out.
check.
So I didn't know that, but
$100.
she would always have these different girls and
she was
and
hustling.
guys that would stay at her mom's house because her mom was dealing with the foster care. So this month, I said, God damn. So I said, the next time motherfucker asks me,
You got an older brother, Speedy?
yes, I do. Got 3 of
You
them.
know, our bully was kind of our
Stay at
bully
the house.
grew up. I think his parents were in jail, and when they're raised with the grandmother, they were really angry. I understand that now, but back then I didn't know. All the kids in my neighborhood were being raised by their grandparents.
Yeah.
Right. So, again, at the time I didn't know why. I was just like, oh, these kids are angry and rough around here because we moved to a new area. I was like, these niggas are rough.
They beat you up?
They always want to fight. So our bully, it's like he wanted to be nice, but he didn't know how. So
I want to get your ass, but you cool.
no, he was a fucking asshole, but he would try to be nice, but he didn't know how to be nice. It was like, you know, he couldn't do it. He was an asshole and trying to be nice at the same time. So we'd be playing basketball, and he would say something like, "Hey, Wanzer," I'm like, "Huh? Hey, went to the corner store with me before I punch you in your motherfucking face." Like, oh.
I guess I go to the store.
We walk to the store, buy something, and come back.
Did he
I'm
buy you something?
Nah.
He still gotta be a bully. Yeah.
But y'all went to the store together.
But he
y'all
wanted to go to the
bonded.
store.
What did y'all talk about on the way to the store?
I don't remember, but everything he would do was followed by a threat. Hey, nigga, sit down before I punch you in your motherfucking face. Everything was followed by before I punch you in your face. It was
I
like,
knew a dude like that.
So what happened to him?
I don't know.
No,
I don't
no.
know. I know his
Find
little
out.
brother got killed.
You should find out, man, or I'll punch you in the face.
Yeah, everything was, you know, he was asked, "Hey, you on my team? Come on, before I punch you in your motherfucking face." He wants me on my team, but he's also going to
Tandy, did you?
The coldest shit is we had bullies from different age groups, and like the older dudes on our block had there was like 3 dudes that was bullying everybody in this new.
You grew up where?
I'm sorry.
You grew up where? I don't know.
When I moved out here, when I moved to California,
I know what part of the city.
And La Mesa,
Where'd you move from?
Florida.
Oh, okay.
So by the time we got down there, you know, cats was up there squabbling. So the funniest part was this gay dude moved to the neighborhood with his brother and sister, Scotty Pinson. He was buying clothes from like
I think I remember
girls.
his name, Scotty Benson.
Scotty Pinson. But the nigga had squabbles.
Yeah.
So I remember one dude was trying to punk him. He was like, "You new to the neighborhood, you need to bow down." And the way he was just throwing them lefts and rights, we was like, "Damn, you getting beat up by a sissy." And I remember the last thing he did was he slapped him. He said, "Don't you ever come around here again."
I have
Sure
the
enough,
greatest story to tell, but if
that
I
nigga,
tell it,
every time he come out the house,
it's gonna
he would
out
go
somebody.
around.
So I got it. I can tell her. Okay, so we're in San Diego, and we're doing this show, and one of the guys who always in our little crew talks so much shit, I'll beat your motherfucker. He's like, "Hey, wait a minute." So another dude we know gay. We know he gay. He's gay. They get in an argument. So, you know, and everybody, you know, most of the time you stop shit. So somebody said, "No, let it happen. I'm tired of it. Just let this shit happen." This gay nigga put the hands on this nigga. Beat the brakes on, and we were all like, "Oh."
All you heard was ah.
And he had been talking so much shit. Like he always talks shit. Like, "Nigga, I'll beat your motherfucker."
Let me go.
And this gay nigga said, "Stop fucking with me." And we were on the side, and I laughed so fucking hard. So when they get done, now we all, you know, we friends. So the fight is over. Niggas sitting there going, everybody like, "You good?" No, because we got jokes. Niggas got you know.
Like, you gay now because you scratch your back.
Nigga, and this gay nigga beat the brakes off this nigga.
Why would you assume somebody can't fight because of how they have sex? That's
was
weird.
talking shit to him.
My cousin was in the
Who-
cellmate
so-
named Sweets.
Tangy
Yeah.
on everything, and we in a trailer. So they didn't tow the trailer up. Trailer tossed up, so now we sit in the trailer because we still got to do the show. So nigga, it was like, yeah, it's crazy. And we wondered who gonna break the ice. And somebody walked in with, heard the homosexual got with somebody. And this motherfucker beat the brakes off this nigga. I said, and we all like, he talks so much shit. He's like, "Nigga, I'll break your motherfucking back, nigga." Fuck. You know, anytime somebody get alright, this nigga always. Nigga, motherfucker said, "How you do, nigga?"
That's how, we had a. Pops, I don't know if you remember you taking me to a basketball game when I was a kid, and the homie sat in the front seat, and we all thought he was gay. He was on the basketball team. He was the only tall person. I forget his name. He was also on the volleyball team, and he kept giving you directions.
Yeah, he
And
was gay. He was on the volleyball team.
My dad got so mad because the dude kept saying, you know, you used to make a right, make a left. He kept saying, go up and then go that way and this way. He was like, "My nigga, what is that? What is this way and that way? Is it a right or left?" And I'm in the back dying laughing. I'm just. But anyway, so this dude's like 6'4", super on the soft side, right? He's a captain on the volleyball team. Like, this nigga, it's no mistake. So you know how women fight like this, and they be like, you know, with the high punches. So some dude get to talking to him crazy at one of the games. And he beat him up, but he hit him with all female punches. Like it was all overhand swings, all lean backs, and he was just. But bro, he was connecting so rough. So you gotta imagine if a female. The only reason a female can't beat you up really because she's not as strong.
She don't know power.
It's
on
not
it,
the punching. It's not the hits. It's just there's not enough power
They
behind
get the
him.
hits in.
So he was doing all female blows, but it was power on him. So he's about 6'4". So this nigga gets slapped open hand, just boom, dropping. I'm like, oh my.
Nigga was a slap box.
Man, he was calling. He was like, bitch. You know how females with the bitch, slapping a nigga, grabbing his hair, slinging him. I'm like, nigga, you was in a female fight, nigga, with a
It's
dude.
the most embarrassing fight ever.
Oh my, he grabbed that nigga by his hair and slung him, nigga. I said, oh my God.
Y'all
Nigga.
understand.
We had a sissy in high school. This nigga put up a
You can't say a sissy,
We
bro.
was
Yeah, you
rolling.
can't.
He might beat you
No,
up.
he did.
Can't say sissy.
Yeah,
Oh,
sissy.
sorry. Gay dude.
Yeah.
What
Allegedly.
What fighting stance is that?
He just like,
Soft tiger.
You said soft tiger?
Soft tiger.
That's the
This is-
kangaroo.
we were sitting back laughing so hard. We were like, no. And he tears streaming down his face. He didn't want to fight. And we trying not to laugh. He goes, pop, 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 pop. We was like, what the fuck?
Listen.
My daddy was a boxer.
Let's take it off
So
the
William-
sexual.
So William, you know, my little William, he had
Shout out to
a
Will.
win recently.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Will.
Yeah. So he had been having some.
Hold on,
some
because Tandy's
bullying.
staring. He does karate.
Her
Oh
son.
no, I'm
Some-
just
Kung
listening.
But I know.
Yes,
you
it's
did.
that's kung fu.
I knew he won something.
Yeah,
She was
See,
gonna
and I'm
tell
helping
me.
you out.
He
Well,
had
no,
a
she
win.
was going to tell me.
He had
the
a win
story.
against the. We had been having some bullying issues for a little while, right?
See, that's what I
At-
thought. It
at
was
the
gonna be
school
the
or
bullying.
the
I remember that.
See, I was on track. You were on a different page. Go ahead.
I remember that.
And so that has since been resolved, right?
Okay.
So I picked him up.
Is it
yesterday.
because the parents went up to the school to resolve it, or the kids resolved it?
Well, mommy kept following up,
Okay, okay.
kept bringing pressure and this and that. And the principal is really good about that. He's a great principal. He's very communicative. He handles his staff very well, and he voiced his concerns to not only the class but to the entire school about not putting your hands on kids and stuff like that. So eventually, the little boy that was doing all the bullying, he's been since moved to Timbuktu or whatever. So that's not a problem anymore. But I picked William up from after school yesterday, and he said, "Mommy, I got in trouble today." And he's really good about that. Like, if he gets in trouble, he'll tell me what it is. And I'm like, "What happened?" He said, "I punched some kid." I'm like, "Okay, honey, so what happened?" So apparently there were two kids trying to pull him down the sliding board, and he kept telling them to
How
stop.
old is he?
William is 7.
Okay.
So he kept telling them to stop. And I'm like, okay, so then what happened? He was like, they wouldn't stop. So I punched some kid. He's like, I punched him. I'm like, well, did he stop after that? And he said, yes. And I said, well, did you tell a teacher? He said, no. And he said, no. I was like, why didn't you tell a teacher? He was like, Mom, I didn't have a chance to. Like, they kept pulling me, and I kept telling them to stop. So I did what you told me to do, and I hit him back. And he stopped, right? And then he was like, yeah. I was like, well, you know what? I didn't, because your kid's not supposed to be punching people, but let me finish. But I had a conversation. I'm like, each situation is different. You have to be able to tell. You have to get him to stop. If you keep telling him that, I don't like this or this hurts, and he keeps doing it, then you got to do something. In that moment, he knew that telling the teacher was not going to get it done. He had to.
Teacher should have been watching.
Teacher should have been watching. True. But in that instance, he did what he was supposed to do in order to protect himself. And I couldn't get
we
upset
have
with
2
him.
moms here, and he got fathers. Well, he gonna be a father.
Hey.
But I couldn't get
Shout out
upset
to
I know
with
Lil
him.
Red.
when that happened to Madison, and
Hold on,
and
caller.
she says, Maddie, Mom, Dad, there's somebody. I said, well, go hit him. She said, I can't hit him. I'm going to get suspended. I said, trust me, it's going to be fine.
Nigga get suspended.
It's going to be fine. She said, well, I'm going to get in trouble. I said, no, you're not. I'm not going to be mad at you, but if someone puts their hands on you, you can do it. And she kept going, but I'm going to get in trouble.
Yep.
I said, I don't give a
saying it too.
fuck. I did that part. I said, I don't care what you're going to be fine. I said, but don't let them bully you anymore. She goes, okay. I'll let you know what happens. So for dads, and our thing is,
Whoop that ass.
whoop, and you ain't gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna come get you from school, and we're gonna deal with it that way. I understand where you're saying, like, well, unless it hit you, or you keep hitting you. No, the minute they touch you,
Yes,
hit their ass.
My
That's my
I gotta say, Nick has said something very powerful. Usually, when women are raising boys, they get a little emotional instead of men just dealing it out.
Yeah.
They'll just
We say
well,
go.
no, hold on. My shout out to my grandma Sue. When I was a little kid, these dudes bullied me at school one time. I go home to my grandmother. I'm thinking she gonna give me a speech and tell me everything okay. She sat me down and said, "Look here, boy. When you get to school tomorrow, she gave me a sock and she put nickels in it.
What?
Imagine this. I'm a little kid, and she said, when you get to school tomorrow, you go up in the front of the class and you bust him in his face in front of the teacher. And I said, what? And she said, I better hear about this tomorrow, or you in trouble. So when I got up in the morning, I packed my sock with my nickels in it.
All 5 of them.
Packed my backpack, my little Ninja Turtle lunch pail, got to school, walked into class. The kid was sitting up there. I said, la, la, la. Boom! She got it cracking right there. Went straight back home. I told my mama. My mama looked at my grandmother, and she just said, hey. My grandma, that was the first fight I ever got into. My grandma told me, if somebody do something to you, you finish it right there in front of everybody. We ain't going to the bathroom. We ain't waiting to after school. We not going to wait till the teacher walk away. I'm going to do it right in front of the teacher, the cops standing there, all of that. So you know, in front of the cops. Nigga, this is going to be the last time you mess with me.
Well, I told William, look, at a certain point, you have to
hold on, Vern.
advocate for yourself. You have to. The principal, the teacher, myself, we have all done everything we can possibly do.
And we're not always going to be there, too.
And I told him that. I'm like, I can't always be there. So it got to the point where I would be mad when he would come back and tell me that this such and such happened. And the last time I laid into him, I was like, you're not supposed to cuss at your kids, but I was like, you better whoop this kid's ass. I'm tired of hearing this. Now, if I have to come up to the school, it's going to be a problem. Yeah. Next time this happens, you whoop his ass.
Wait, can I give a little advice?
Yes.
Just for the moms out there listening to this, okay? I would say this. If you are teaching your kid how to fight, I would say this. Boxing is always good, but I would say teach him grappling just because at his age, what you don't want to happen is for him to hit a kid and then something happens from the kid falling or something, right? So I would just say, I've seen street fights happen where it hasn't been that serious, and then a freak accident happens. I've seen a kid get hit, and he hit his head on the fire hydrant.
He's done. And
he was fighting his best friend. You know, so I don't know what happened, but the paramedics came. So whatever wasn't that serious.
Lights out or paralysis. It depends on where you hit.
Right. So it's just a scary thing in street fights, and a lot of people don't consider that stuff. That don't get into street fights.
Grappling, making a tap out.
So I would just say, if he's already comfortable with combat, he's not afraid to get hit. Then I would tell him to definitely just grab him. If you can grab somebody and put him in a hole and just wait for the teacher to get there, that's always the best option.
That, or
so then they can't be like,
even better than grappling. Not to interrupt you.
But you did. Go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
Because not all fights end up on the ground, for one.
True.
And for two, if Speedy and I are grappling and wrestle on the ground,
that's soft.
You're going to come behind me and stomp the shit out of my head.
Oh, yeah, we don't fight fair. Yeah, we don't fight fair.
Stomping me out.
At what point do you go, now you don't stop this?
If you are going to grab somebody, bite the shit out of them. A quick bite will take the fight out of a lot of people.
Anybody biting nobody in COVID.
Or thumb to the eye always work.
Hey, Vern.
Whoa!
Vern, I've been in more fights than I've been alive, and I'm just gonna say, look, at the time I had to bite somebody, it got them to fuck off me, and they didn't fight no more.
What's her name?
Yeah, see, Robbie. Robbie, you weren't born. You weren't born on the south side of Chicago. Because my mama said somebody bite you, you knock their motherfucking teeth out.
You got to get to him. Now, that means your mama ain't never hit nobody in the teeth. If you ever hit anybody in the teeth, that shit hurt.
That don't mean hit them in the teeth with your fist.
And you go get a shot, because...
Vernon, have you ever been in a fight?
Yeah, a few of them. I used to live out south, on the south side of Chicago.
What that mean?
I remember one time.
This is when.
Dude, he was bigger than me.
County, baby, in Tampa. It's rough. Then I did Montbello in Denver, which is rough. Then I was in...
Denver.
This dude,
his name is
Park 48th and 7th.
My mama saw me running home, and this dude chasing me. And she come up, she said, "What you running for?" I said, dude about to whoop my ass. She was like, "No, he ain't. You better turn your ass around before I whoop your ass."
Everybody had that one.
Yeah, squabbling motherfuckers that day.
Yeah, everybody had that one. Well, not everybody. A lot of people think of her.
He said squabbling.
Yes.
Thank you, Vernon.
So I told the story that me and my best friend get into it. I ran home.
What was your name?
I didn't know. Hilarious.
Squabble.
I didn't know my dad was on the porch when I ran home.
He saw you.
And he saw me running home. He said, "What you running from?" I said, "Me and Sid got in a fight." He said, "What you running for? Go on back over there." But when I left, I said, we cool. We were cool. So my dad pulled his belt off in front of everybody on the street. I had to walk over to Sid's house. Sid opened the door. I said, "Hey, Sid." He said, "What's up, Speedy?" We got to fight. He said, "Huh?" We got to fight.
Put your dukes up.
So Sid was like, "No, I thought we cool."
You thought wrong.
Come on, nigga. So we. And now you got to fight with no emotion.
I think every kid got to fight their best friend when they're kids.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's part of being
that's
best.
how y'all become best friends.
I don't know who this is, but hold on.
You and Pops got in the fight?
No, Fox.
Oh.
So I'm at Fox. I don't buy expensive jewelry. I just don't. And so
We know that,
I'm
Speedy.
doing warm up,
I was thinking.
and I'm spending a little money, so I bought some diamond earrings, and I paid like $3,000 for the diamond.
$3,000.
But I'm like, because Fox got something, nigga, give me some diamond earrings. So the guy came to Fox house, sold it. He was like a jeweler. So a couple weeks go by, and I'm at Fox house. Shut up, Tandy. Okay. And he's on the phone. Now, I don't know he's on the phone, and we always be playing around. Nigga,
Who's on the
I
phone?
said, "Hey, nigga," and hang the phone up.
Wait, who's on the phone?
Hold on. I said, "Hey, nigga," I hang the phone up. Hey, nigga, we get in a fight. Boom, bam, boom, 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 boom. A real knockdown, drag-out fight in his living room. My earring, my diamond fall, but I don't know it. So he said, "Nigga, get the fuck out of my house." Yeah, nigga, fuck you, nigga. I don't give a fuck about you, nigga. I walk out the house, and I'm in the car. I went, I paid $3,000. Fuck you want, Speed? And man, I lost my diamond earring. So he did like y'all started laughing. He said, "Man, my bad." I said, "Nigga, what the fuck you get mad? We always do the hang up phone." He said, "Nigga." So on In Living Color, Fox got sued and somebody else got sued for a young lady that was doing the card. This lady holding up the cards. But she said that people were talking to her sexually. But she said this after, later on. And she was suing for $50,000 from each person.
Wow, I can make a lot of money.
And so Fox so that's who he's talking to, the lawyer on the phone. I don't know he's talking to the lawyer. Cause I just hang up. Hey, nigga. So, nigga, when I got that goddamn card, I went, I can't leave that goddamn earring. And I knew it was on his carpet. Hey, it's crazy.
You still mad?
But it's your best friend. But, we ain't had a fight like that since. Who's this? Oh, Tandy, go ahead.
That's hilarious.
Hi, caller. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Nakia from the Bay.
Hey, Nakia.
From the Bay.
God bless you, baby girl.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey, so
sis.
my mother, being a single mother, and I was getting bullied at school,
Impossible.
she told me, I don't care if... She said, I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. You wait till they put hands on you first, and then you haul off and beat their ass.
Yeah, or haul off and hit him.
That's horrible advice, nigga. Do not wait for nobody to put their hands on you. You be knocked out by that time.
Also, beating their ass is not a guarantee.
Listen, the kid.
Whoever put the hands first was the one that got suspended.
Hey, y'all worried about the...
True
Listen,
that.
Pops, you remember telling me this? My dad told me if they close enough to touch them, touch them.
Yeah.
That's how I operate, nigga. If you close enough for me to hit you, I'm going to hit you. I'm not...
And I told them,
I'm
don't
popping you,
never
nigga.
let nobody walk, because usually, most...
As soon as you walk up, nigga,
For
bing,
those who
bing,
don't know,
off top.
school fights, they only remember the punch. They don't remember what happened after. They just know one person who I hit. Tandy hit Simone. But Simone could have whooped your ass, but nobody ever sees that part. They just know that you got the first punch in.
Yeah, the camera phone starts shaking in.
The way that happens is somebody has to get closer, so they always walk up and go, "What you say?" And they get a little closer, and right when you got to swing. Because you got to know it's coming. They're not getting closer to hear what you're saying. They're getting closer to hit you.
What is it like? 80% of the people in the world are right-handed.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
They're going to hit you with their
Watch
right
out for
hand.
that
A wide right coming.
My baby's southpaw. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they used to have, remember M&M's that used to be on Western and Manchester,
Yeah.
right on the corner of that?
Yes.
Stay there, Nicky.
The coldest piece was a mutual comic was talking about an audience member. Exactly what you said. He called him. He said, "Hey, man, bitch made." Dude said, "Hey, let me holler at you." Comedian said, "Huh?"
Bing.
Right when he did that, it was like,
Oh, don't lean into it. Nigga.
all you see the dude was doing the Neo from The Matrix, when he was getting shot. All you see the dude was going,
The Matrix.
Went down.
So did you beat the girl up?
I beat a girl up. I beat a couple dudes up.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, you wonder why you single.
It was one of them was hella funny because the dude was messing with me while I was drinking water from the water fountain, and he said some stupid shit talking about save some water for the whales.
Good joke.
And so
Solid joke.
That is an elementary school.
Solid joke. Can't be mad at him. Save water for the whales. Can't be mad at that. That's funny.
And so he got suspended from school, and I was still at school because he was the one who started with me. And so his mom is walking with him, and all I heard, and I could hear her say, "So that's the girl that beat your ass?" And I just started cracking up. I was like in the
Yeah, he got to live with that for a minute. No, some girl, a little chubby girl beat him up.
Have a girl ever whoop your ass?
Thanking the kid for beating up dudes.
I got bullied one time.
Impossible. What? Tangy?
When I was in the 5th grade, I went to a different elementary school every year. When I was in the 5th grade, there was this girl named Ursula Allen. Hi,
Oh, yeah.
Ursula.
That's ugly.
Her name
Who
That's a big girl name.
I went to a
Ursula?
different school, and
Ursula.
Ursula didn't like me. And, my mother had always told me not to fight. And so whenever I would be walking to the babysitter's house, the kids, her little group was just mean to me, and they would kind of like taunt me, right? And the babysitter, Miss Allen, found out about it, and she said, "Don't you let them kids talk to you. You hit them kids, blah, 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 blah." And so when my mother came,
What is blah, 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 blah? No,
she
go
was
ahead.
telling
That's what
me,
you would
to
have said
fight
me.
back and stuff. And so my
that's
mother
like whoop-de,
came,
whoop-de,
I
whoop.
told my mother what happened because Miss Allen wanted to spank me, but I didn't get spankings. And so my mother said, "Baby, I told you not to fight, but if somebody hits you," she said, "Tangy, you ball up your fist and you hit him as hard as you can." She said, "You might be little, baby, but," this is my mother, "you might be little, baby, but when a child is stuck under a car, a mom can lift that car up, and you don't know what you can do if you get mad enough." I knew that was big.
Damn, your mama went a
So
long
what
way.
my
to-
mother did was, for my birthday, she had a birthday party for me. And she invited Ursula and this little light-skinned guy with the glasses, all the little kids that were mean to me. She invited, and she had the cake and ice cream, and everybody's running around playing. And then she had them all come to the table, and she had the cake, and she came behind me, and she said, "This is my baby." She said, "And I want you to know I'm not afraid to go to jail. So if any of you lay your hands on my baby, I'm coming to get you." And then Ursula
At the
became my
birthday
best
party?
friend. At the birthday party. And then she said, "And
Well,
enjoy
wasn't
your cake and
parents
ice
there?
cream." No, you drop the kids off and go.
Oh.
That's called
And-
premeditation.
Whatever it was,
It's called a threat.
whatever it was, after that, the kids were my friend. Ursula and I became best friends. And it was
To
cool.
this day?
Well, I haven't talked to her in years. And then when in junior high, it was all cool. There were people that didn't like me, but they would never they would
Impossible,
smile in my
Tangy.
face.
Everybody likes you.
And my mother would say, "Tangy, they're just jealous." But I had one friend, my best friend, in high school. She was dating this guy, and they broke up, and he told her that he had slept with me. And for whatever reason, why she believed him, I don't know, because
Maybe
I
'cause it
wasn't
was
even
true.
doing that. But, Anthony, but I remember one time I was walking down
What'd
the
you say?
hall. I was walking down the hall, and I had
We
my
wanna know if it's
little,
true.
cheerleading outfit on, and she bumped me real hard in the shoulder, and I said, "Excuse me," and I bounced on by, because,
Because you're Tangy.
I wasn't tripping. So then we had a game, and after the game, we were at McDonald's, and she was all loud, "Yeah, Miss Ambrose, you will get yours, whether it be today, tomorrow, whatever." Oh, no, not yet. So, oh, yeah, I had lost my virginity by then. Anyway, so, and I remember Brian Bowden was like, he was like, "Tangy, don't say nothing, ignore it." So then I guess she started feeling, I don't know, she started
Did we get
feeling
to the
something.
fight?
So she called my mother.
We're in the hallway right now.
I know. She called my mother. She said, "You think you know Tangy? You think you know Tangy? You don't know Tangy." And she was going to tell my mother that I had lost my virginity. But I had already told my mother. And so my mother checked her. And now when
My
Pam...
daughter's been fucked. So you're lying.
A long time
Well,
ago.
the thing was,
She didn't get.
She been getting
That honey's been gone.
I had not been. But I told... And you know
You
what?
ain't telling me shit I don't know about my
And
baby.
let me tell you.
We all know Tangy fuck.
When
We know.
And she's sucking dick too. So stop calling here.
And we didn't lose it, we sold it.
The The night that I lost my virginity, I spent the night at her house, and when my mother
The
came to pick
longest
me up,
story in
she
the
looked at
fucking
me and she
world.
knew. She looked at me and she said,
You been
"Simone."
fucking.
My mother knew.
Well, she smelled it. Teddy.
Wait a minute, though.
Yo.
One question. Yes.
When you lost your virginity, did your mama have cake and bring everybody over?
This my baby.
No, she was
If
worried.
anybody fuck my baby,
I'ma know.
But when I got my period, when I started menstruating, yes, she took me out
Tandy.
to the restaurant and we had lobster, and she
Spaghetti.
told everybody
Some more
she
red shit.
celebrated.
So-
You know what? Celebrated that my babies turned.
you
into
want to tell us
a
when you
woman.
lost yours?
He
Why?
fucked his first nut today, nigga. He fucked up them socks. This nigga busted
This
his.
is the strangest thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. A friend of mine posted something, and I'm looking at the post. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was a period party.
What?
It was a period party. She had a party celebrating her daughter's first menstruation.
Yep.
I was like, why did you
Yep.
put that on Instagram?
It's a powerful
That
thing
was
to be
weird,
able to
though.
bleed without getting cut. We are constantly
I know,
replenished.
but why?
Okay, now the
put
show
that?
has moved
are
to the
not.
left here.
But this-
We're gonna bring it back.
They are not.
Bring your own.
I would
Tangy.
think, but this.
Tangy.
What I've been watching?
Yeah, hold on one second. Tangy, I was gonna tell you, as a parent, you're gonna know when your son. Like I knew when Brooklyn got it. I got son.
Yeah.
They
Change. They
talk
get
back.
They
cocky.
walk different.
Yeah.
Everything about them, and it's almost like I'm gonna take a biblical for a second. Nick gonna love this. He's not gonna love it, but he gonna love it. Adam and Eve. When
Nick-
her eyes were open from eating, just throw it with me for a second. It ain't true. It ain't a real story. I'm just talking.
Yeah, we could
It's
both
something
break this
about
one down,
sex. It's something about sex that opens your eyes, and that's why people say wait until you get a little bit older so you can handle it because you look at everything looks different.
Yeah.
Like the way my dad was when I finally got some, my dad, well, take trash out. Yeah, all right, man. In my mind, I said,
I
was like,
fuck bitches now.
yeah, I'm fucking. I'm doing the same thing you doing, nigga. So like even Chris is fucking, but he living in my house, and I said, Chris, you can't do your girl in my house.
Why not, Speedy?
Where you gonna do her
Why
at?
not?
Because
Is he paying
now,
rent there?
Yeah,
We
but,
gotta let him get some.
then he should.
Yeah,
He needs to get some
but-
top. He let get some top in the driveway.
But now you feel like you're equal. Because you do. Once
But
you
you're
start
not
fucking,
equal
you're
if-
not. But in your mind, you feel. That's why you were. That's why your mom was able to see
No,
that you had done it.
no. Let
She
me
could
explain.
feel it.
I walked out my girlfriend's house. I got in the car.
You was bow-legged?
She
sat
knew it
down,
then.
And my mother said, "Oh Lord, you pregnant?"
You got some.
Well, she was
I said,
close.
"No,
You got some
Mom,
sperm
I'm
on your
not. She been
shirt.
doing something. I said, "No, mother, I'm not. I'm
You
not."
were
I said
car-
it
that's what
wasn't
I'm
that
telling you,
good.
Tandy. You were
said it
carrying
wasn't that
yourself.
good.
But I wasn't like.
No,
I
but I'm
never
saying
was
how
puffed up.
No,
with
I
my
didn't say
mother.
puffed up. I say you were carrying yourself.
Oh, you,
knew
Speedy,
when
I know
when he
now,
did
'cause I
it.
look at these little girls.
I knew
and
when he did
I can
it.
tell when they
Because this
doing
motherfucker said, Dad, you can stay out my room. Huh?
Stay
Hey, I
out
got
my room.
condoms in there, man. What are you doing?
You can stay out your room. Yeah, no. You'll know when
Dad, don't you
Yeah.
dare
when
come
Rock-
in my room again.
Yeah.
he's gonna be totally different. You're gonna look at it and but you won't be the same thing. And I'll give it to Brooklyn. When I found out with Brooklyn, this nigga, I said, these nigga had bites and shit. I said, what? He said, yeah,
Fell
Dad.
down
I
the
said,
steps.
man, come on, bro. I said, don't let her do that no more.
Tandy, what's your nickname for your son?
Rock.
You just call him Rock? You don't have a
No,
nickname
my
for him?
nickname is Little Turtle.
So how you
The
gonna know?
fuck?
How you gonna know when he
Speedy
gets something?
nickname.
Is
Oh, yeah.
he gonna hit you? You gonna be like, hey, little turtle, but Ma, it's Rock.
Yeah.
Don't,
Oh,
don't little turtle me in public. So I got my yeah.
You can't call a little turtle.
My mom tried to Nicky poo me in front of a girl. I was like, yo, son, yo.
When my son got something, he was just like,
Floating around
different.
the house like he's paying bills.
Yeah.
no, but that equals
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I said something to me. He goes, hey, we're equals. I said, really? Rent, gas, and he was like, I said, pay you equals. I don't have a job.
But
You
but
shut
it's
the fuck
that
up.
thing about
I thought
for men when we get some. Now I know they're no. That's what all my friends like. Cause I had been lying freshman year to my sophomore year. They get some speak. Yeah, they fucking. Yeah, I'm out here. I fucked. What's her name? Her.
yeah.
But when I finally got some, shit, you could tell me shit. I'm
Well,
like,
I can see it. I can see it on kids. I can see it on kids that aren't mine.
No,
that
these
aren't living
kids
in my
now
house.
because these kids.
Oh, it's
these
different
kids
now,
are
yeah.
wild.
I'm not talking about wild. I can see it.
No.
on
These kids are different
kids.
than our generation because the biggest thing that we did was touching her breast. If I touched your breast, Nick, I just touched her breast. That was our thing. We thought we were going somewhere.
Yeah, now it's head. Nigga, now it's top, nigga. They topping. As soon as they start
I mean, how
sucking
old
and
is Rock?
swallowing.
16.
He getting top
16.
from a
Let's
girl.
go. Let's go below that.
He done got top.
Let's
though.
go 11 and 12. If I touched your booty or just squeezed your booty and ran, touched your breast, bumped into you.
Why are you running?
Scared.
No, because we were scared and awkward.
I immediately had this vision when we had to dissect the frog. One of the little guys cut the frog's hand off, and he was running through the hallway touching girls' butts with the frog.
Yeah, but to us,
He didn't touch it.
Elementary, junior high.
elementary,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
thought we were going somewhere. So if we felt on a little booty, we thought that was some big shit. Then
Or got a
as-
kiss.
I missed
Yeah,
those
and then-
days because
oh,
it
you
was
see even
nice.
more.
It felt good. I like my booty.
Or even
bread.
dancing,
Now-
dancing close, slow dancing.
Slow
If we got the
dancing,
grind- if
slow
we got the
da-
grind on,
grind.
I like slow dancing and
man, we
grind.
take that
So Rock's
sweater
what,
off,
10th grade
tighten up
or
to
11th
the
grade?
front, so
11th.
we didn't- You didn't feel that hard on
So
him?
he's
Shit.
he'll be 17.
He'll be 17 in March.
Oh, your son's gonna be 17.
Yeah, he's a year behind Brooklyn.
He
Oh,
got
he's
he got a
clothes
girl
on his
around him
pictures.
yet.
He's about to hit something.
He got a little straggler.
There are girls around.
I know because he in the little acting class. I know they own him. Yeah, he got long hair too. I know they. Yeah.
Oh, he cut it.
It's
He
so
cut-
funny.
Oh, he chopped his hair off.
he cut his
Yeah,
hair?
it's nice. It's funny because one time he was gonna hang out with his little friends, and I dropped him off, and I saw the little girl with the short skirt and the little
Oh, yeah, she fucking.
cut up tight. She jumped on his back, and I was
You know what that mean?
and
Yeah?
I was driving off, holding my camera.
Bitch, get off my son.
No, that mean he can hold her up while he hitting it. That's what that mean. That's why she did that. He's strong.
Don't let-
Yeah,
don't
he's
let Tandy
strong.
feel
Yeah. Shout out to.
I wanna-
Go ahead, Rock.
I want him to have fun. I
He
just
gonna have
want
fun,
them
nigga.
You want him
be
to have fun, or do
comfortable.
you want him to get?
I just whatever they do, I want.
Would
them
you care
to-
what she looked like if she a big girl, little girl, black, white, Asian?
All I have my preferences.
Yes, I'm
I'm
asking.
very clear on my preferences.
Right.
Which is?
If
Do you
they're
hang-
not attractive, remember these
Of
are
course,
practice
Tangy.
girls.
I
Tangy,
want
you-
them to have I want them to date, someone
Tangy,
our color.
say it.
But
You can't put your preferences on
can I
on them.
finish?
Yes, you
I'm
can.
very clear on my preferences. But what I tell
do
them
this.
is what's most important is that whoever they're with, respect them.
And that's all you should
See,
want.
That's
but
all.
Tangy,
I want
remember,
them to.
as a
And I
man-
said,
Ooh, damn.
if either of you ever say that you don't date black people, it's a problem. Or if they ever put down black women, because black women always, or black men
I've
always,
never used that tone.
it's a problem. Whoever they date.
That's good business.
Because your mama is black, and your granddaddy is black,
And your mama black.
and your mama black.
Yeah.
So
They black.
And I
So
hate to
it's-
say
it's
this,
a
and I ain't
problem.
talking about you,
May I say something without getting
Tangy,
yelled at?
but they might be tired of their mama. Man. I don't want nothing like my mama. I'm gonna get me a white woman.
Tangy go
No, with no. I'm gonna give me a white woman, tall with no ass, big titties.
that can't cook.
yeah,
And she gonna eat
I
meat.
hope he had a little cute little,
Now, have
but-
you ever caught your kids in a compromising position with
Caught
a
your
young lady?
At my house, no.
I
Well,
walked in. I walked in on
He
my
walked
son.
in on me. I had one on the futon.
You had a peace, Nick?
Man, cold one too. He gonna
Damn,
walk.
ruined it.
I'm looking like, why are you even busted in my room? Like we don't
It
get
ain't your
down like
room.
this. He gonna walk in the room. Oh my
It
bad.
ain't-
I can see your dad like this.
Then he
Look,
gonna say, "Let me know." I
what
said,
we doing,
"Man."
son?
when my mother
I
was
did that.
growing
I
up,
actually walked in there my son's room. I had, he had an Amazon package. Walked in, little girl was sprawled all out like this.
Wait a minute, this recently.
No, this was when he was like 15, 16.
They was doing Amazon back then?
He was hitting for a long time. Shout out to your
Little
son.
books and stuff.
Amazon been around since the
I
90s.
got him books
know
because
that.
Amazon was just doing books.
They been around since the
So-
90s.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So all I did was, I said, oh my gosh, close the door, and he was coming out the bathroom. He goes, I got company. I said, yeah, I kind of see. He goes, it's just a friend. I said, yeah, son, they're all friends. You start out.
Let me know when your friend get dressed.
when my mother was growing up, my mother's mother was a minister. All my family Christians, and so, it was a sin to do all that stuff. And so whenever my mother was gonna be off with a guy, they would have to go in the woods, And she remembered this time where they were in a car and somebody came to the car and it scared them because, white people could kill you back then.
Mm-hmm.
And so she never wanted that for me. She wanted me to be safe. So all of our places, because it was two of us, were like two master suites. I always had my own bedroom, my own den, my own full bath,
had a sex
walk-in
room, is that what
closet,
you're trying
all
to
of that. And
Had you on screen?
and I
Y'all
would
had a
have
boom boom room at your house?
I would have, my boyfriend
Means?
would come over.
Me and
Oh
Sis-
yeah, he would come over, and my mother. I respected my mother though, so
the men's.
and
But did
and
he respect your mom?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Because my mother, good people. But if I was gonna have sex, I was at home.
Was your as you got older?
And
Were you guys
whenever it was time for the guy to leave, whoever was, she would call me on the phone. I would answer the phone. Hey, girl, and
So
she
you
would
had
say it's
different
time
phone
for
numbers?
him to go. And I said, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. And she'll say, now, Tandy. And I said, okay. Hang up. Oh well. And then I would.
So
send
tell
him home.
me you gotta leave. Tell me I have to leave.
So you gotta leave after I hung up the phone. Okay, yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Tandy, that nigga gotta go.
Oh,
Now, Tandy.
it was
I can
so
smell
good
'em.
spending time with
Yeah, I was
you.
gonna stay tonight if it's cool.
Oh no, you know you can't stay tonight. You tripping?
Huh?
You can't spend the
I'm
night.
already undressed.
Negro, get up, go home. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Come on, hurry before I put you out. Go, mwah. Bye,
Damn.
bye.
She's putting you out there. She's telling you, hurry up before she has to put you out.
Tangi,
But I ain't got my clothes on.
as you got older, you and your mother got tighter, like a tighter bond.
My mother and I were always tight, but as I got older, she remembered who she was at my age. That's what it was.
The reason why I ask is because with a, let's just say, ultra conservative Christian upbringing, you know those restraints and restrictions that they had, they don't want to bring it on their children. So it's more laxed. And as it's more lax, you know, you don't want to be that overbearing.
Because
parent like
now
you had.
you're more lax with rock and
Rockin'. So I'm.
even more lax than
My mother was.
I think we all are.
Would you let Rock hit something in the room?
We are because it's a and I
Really?
feel this because
But
If Rock had a bad bitch
but
over
I
there, he
don't
was
want
like,
him,
look,
I don't want
mom.
him to tell me like
I got it.
don't
I
want
got
him to
about
say, "Oh, mommy." I just want him, you know, like I make sure he has condoms. Like one time, the little girl came over and they walked out to the back and they were back there and I was like, "What?"
Shut your nose
And
in.
there ain't no window for me to look, and I wanted to know.
She had no reason to go by. I'm
know?
gonna plant some flowers so I can go out there. How y'all? Everybody good?
Yes, and when I go to Rock's room, I always.
Yeah, you better knock first.
And then sometimes if I open the door, I'll open the door with my eyes closed. Like if he doesn't answer, and I say, "Can I open my eyes?" "Yes, mommy." And I'll see him live with the little girl, and I'll be like, "Hey."
My
I
son
just
about
wanted
to knock the bottom out.
why would you even walk in?
He's like, oh, put your titties up, girl.
I mean, if he's
My
with
mama
company,
coming.
why would you even walk
Oh,
in?
he didn't have company. I'm just saying I respect
He was FaceTiming.
my children. He didn't have
no,
company
but I'm
then.
just, even if he didn't, I mean, for us. As
If
men.
he had company,
No, if he didn't have company, you said you know if
because he's a teenager, and
Because
I
he
don't
might,
know what
yeah, he
guys
might be
think
doing,
they
he might be
doing
with his
doing
sock.
something.
He might have
Look,
his sock
I didn't
with
find
him.
out my son was looking at internet porn until
He got a phone?
huh?
Until he got a phone?
No, no, no,
You ain't
no.
checking history?
No,
That's when they start looking at porn.
no, I had to switch from AT&T to Spectrum, so I had to use
That's
his
what you find out.
laptop.
Yeah.
And I was
He didn't.
because I kept
He
using
didn't put it on
Chrome.
private. You
Google
gotta put it on
search.
private.
No, I kept using Chrome, and then the guy goes, "No, don't use Chrome. Use Internet Explorer." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because everybody uses Google Chrome. Nobody uses Internet Explorer. It's old. It's still kind of analog."
Right.
As soon as I hit Internet Explorer, 16 tabs came up. Asians with asses.
Oh, God.
Asians with ass, a rare
Asians
topic.
with
that-
That's
is that
a
a title?
That's a rare one.
I'm looking at all the
It's not about
tabs and the
Asians with
titles,
ass, so I feel it.
and I'm just like this, Speedy. I'm like going, my son,
Well, at least
my
you-
son. And then
My seed.
and then I stopped
My
and I
son
said,
fucks.
At least there's the women.
Yeah.
At least you know you
Yeah,
like
and that's
All right.
the
As
thing.
much as I,
mean, you know, they're,
Tangi,
they're-
I love you. As much as I would love to keep this
too,
going, my son
Speedy.
has a game.
Wait,
And I
real
have to
quick.
pick up my daughter.
Real quick too. You know, speaking
out
of
to
this stuff,
Stone.
I didn't mind. I don't mind either. When my nephew came to visit, this little nigga texted me, "Hey, do you mind if I have a girl over?"
Oh yeah, I remember you said that.
How old is your nephew?
He's like 20.
That's a little.
I'm like,
one I
I'm
know.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Is it
like,
Bryce?
Of course.
I got two of them. I'll just say I've got two of them. That way I don't get one of them in trouble. How about that?
There you go.
This nigga texts me, do you
At the
mind
house.
if I have hey, Unc, you mind if I have a girl over? I'm like, cool, no problem.
You better be
Right?
sharing
Now
this.
I'm on the sofa downstairs. I pay $3,000 a month at my house. I said, cool. The next text, bling. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Oh, he wants you to leave.
Okay, cool. This nigga said, would you mind going to your room?
Yeah, he told the girl that was his spot. Yeah.
Yeah, he said my uncle lived with me.
I was like, now hold up now. I was gonna let you get some ass. Now you want
Take care of
to
my
my
uncle.
motherfucking
Take care of
room?
my elderly
Kicking
uncle.
you out.
Yeah.
You elderly.
Like I'm like 80. This nigga told me to go to my room.
My main thing is I don't want my kids to sneak and hide from me.
I
want
thought the same
because
thing.
if they do that, then they won't know how to be safe, and I want them to be
I thought
safe.
the same thing, but at the end of the day, look, they're going to get down regardless, just like we did. When my son lost his virginity, he lost it at the high school library with his girlfriend.
In the library?
Oh, that's a nice place to use it.
Nigga reading
Yeah,
books.
that's
Damn.
No, and that's what I thought. I said, how in the hell can you lose it in the library? He goes, well, we were over in the old book section. She said she just started touching me and gave me a blowjob.
I told you. I always get that head.
First
first.
thing I said was, did you finish? Like a dumbass. Did you finish, son? Well, no.
You come in the mouth.
And then that's what I said. Then he goes,
Did you wipe your shit off with a book, nigga? Did you?
He said, then we did it. Then we full on did it. I said, but son, you have to have condoms. And he goes, yeah, there's a bowl of condoms at the front of the line. I'm like, this is.
Oh my gosh.
Why would there be condoms in a library?
All right, so
Kids is fucking. What
call the last call. What's your name?
Caller, what's your name and where you
Wait, Tandy,
calling
thank you.
from?
What's up? This L.
Take
Hey,
that L.
L.
What's the word?
What's up, TNG? Good to see you, sweetie.
It's
Shut
good to
up.
be seen and good to hear your
Quit
voice.
spooning.
Thank you for calling in.
Stop spooning.
Shut up, Speedy. You just mad because you hungry.
I am. Robbie bought a pizza. I ain't ate it yet.
Hey, check it out, Tandy. I was in a situation with a girl in college, like what you were talking about your situation at home with your mom.
Yes.
So she asked me to come spend the night. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to her place. So she gave me an address. This was when I was in college, and like I said, I pulled up. I was like, damn, she got her own crib, thinking, all right, it's about to go down. So I go in the house, her mom's there and her sister's there, so she introduced me to them. And, we sat down and ate dinner, and I'm sitting there like, okay, when your mom and your sister leaving, so, they don't get this done. Nigga, so her mom was like, all right, y'all, well, good night. And she goes into the room next door. And I'm like, oh, wait, is this your mom's place? I said, well, where's your place? She said, right here.
Oh.
I said, wait a minute. I'm spending the night here with you and your mom's next door? I mean, in the room next door? She's like, yeah, she cool. So, nigga, I was nervous as hell.
You nutted fast, didn't you? Okay, right on out of there.
It took me two other times to go over there before I finally decided to smash. I was nervous as hell. She's like, I'm telling you, it's cool. I'm like, your mom is next door. I can hear her breathing.
That's crazy. See, with me and my mother though, my mother was downstairs and I was upstairs, and I nobody ever spent the night. Nobody ever spent the night.
I spent the night, Tangy, and her
Are
mom
you
was
loud,
in
Tangy?
the next room.
Hit the broom?
Your
What?
mom ever tapped the roof and said, be quiet, Tangy, goddamn.
No, I
Hold your
you know,
legs up. Your hands on the floor.
I respect
Get
my
off-
mother. It wasn't
get
like
off your
she
knees.
would know what was going on.
Stop.
She just knew what was
Stop
going
hitting
on.
it so hard. That's my daughter.
That's my baby there.
My daughter.
No.
Why is he crying?
Be nice to her.
Make love. Y'all
And
up
I
there
am
fucking.
loud, but I wasn't.
You ain't making no noise. You got a small
He
dick.
said y'all up there
Oh,
fucking.
no.
He said,
Hey,
he
Tangy,
said, make love to my baby. Now don't fuck her.
Wait a minute, Elle, I couldn't hear you.
You ain't got to choke her like that.
What'd you say?
Don't choke out the engine.
I asked if you had your face smashed in a pillow.
Oh, that's a visual. Oh,
Put a
my
pillow against the
goodness.
wall. I don't want you to fuck up my walls.
Oh.
Why is my baby crying? Tangy, you all right?
She said that's enough now.
Get up off my baby now.
She done called your daddy already. Now get off of her.
None of that ever happened.
Kegels, use your kegels, baby.
Thank you for the phone
And
call.
yes,
we gotta get out of
Elle.
here. We gotta get out of here.
Thank you for calling. It
Tangy.
was wonderful seeing
Well,
all
I
of
just
y'all.
said, get off my baby. Don't fuck her. Make love to her now.
Fuck my baby. You make love.
Give your information,
Hey,
Robbie Rob.
Y'all can see me
Thank
on
you for the
all
food too, Rob.
Yeah, thank you. I had to bring some pizzas. Good to be over here with the Rollout Speedy Friends show, so you know y'all can check
Going
me
down.
out. Rob Perron, ROBBPERN on all platforms. Also Tuesday, January 25th.
Support.
is,
Come on, man.
50
Keena's
Shades of
birthday
Funny.
and Tanika's birthday. Go ahead.
Well, thank you very much for interrupting, motherfucker. So
January
y'all can check.
25th.
Anyway, once again, ladies and gentlemen, the 25th is called Mental Health Awareness. Tangy will be our poster child. She don't shut the fuck up. 50 Shades of Funny tickets are still $15 unless you talk to Nick and get your 10 free tickets that they're going to give away
Yeah.
here on the Rollout Radio
Yep.
Show.
Mental health awareness. So what is that? A comedy show?
No, it's for people who keep interrupting, like you.
You
And have mental
well,
health
now I don't
problems.
care. I want to care. I'm trying to help you. You're just announcing all
said,
this stuff.
I
What
want to
is it?
care.
I told you. See, what did I tell you about Tangy? You
I
can't
want to
get
care. He
half half
say January
information. She has a
25th, mental
problem.
health
If you
awareness.
ever need to get it out of
Tandy
Tandy,
be
give
there.
her half
Nobody
information.
cares.
Let me finish. Can I finish? And then
Yes.
let me land.
I want
Go ahead,
to
land.
care.
Okay, I'm gonna finish and land.
That's hard.
Show's on the
You better land for
25th.
these 3 minutes,
Tickets is
'cause I'm
only
out.
$15. And today's the 19th. Big shout out to Perky T, my big sponsor. What's up?
Parker T.
Oh, hi, Perky T. Oh, that's me.
Happy
girl.
birthday. It's
Happy
your birthday today.
Perky T.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, I don't care about nobody's birthday, bro.
Oh, that's right. He don't do
And
that.
it happens again. So we see y'all on the 25th, which is next Tuesday, $15.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna post
Roll
the
Out
flyer
Radio
right
Show.
now.
Be there.
Still
Wanzer.
didn't tell me what it's
You guys
about.
look
We're about
me.
to. Hold on.
I'm gonna post it right now.
Tangy.
Yes.
Tell them where to find me. No,
Oh, you can find Anthony on Instagram as
Uh-huh.
Anthony Wanzer.
that's right.
Usually spell his name.
WANZER.
That's right, y'all.
WANZER. Follow him. He has great content, funny stories,
thank you,
little
Tandy.
skits with his
Appreciate you.
daughter,
Yes,
nice
indeed.
cars, nice pictures.
I just hate the skit when
And
she
occasionally you
disappeared.
might see me.
Because I had to keep pretending she disappeared, and she didn't disappear. She was
Hilarious.
right there.
Who disappeared?
Rob, this one.
So he has a thing where his daughter, she's doing a magic trick, and she disappeared, but she didn't disappear. The camera's still on her.
cute.
So I'm sitting there going, I see her. She's right there. And this motherfucker trying to be dead of the ear. I don't see you, Milena. I said, and I'm sitting there going, no, she right there. He kept going, where are you? And she was like, I'm here, Dad. And he's like, I don't see you. I'm like, no.
Next time she comes, I'll play with you. Ann.
Go ahead on, baby girl. Simone.
Hey everybody, you can catch me on Instagram.
The cover of a magazine.
Yes, I'm gonna get to that in a second. My Instagram is Simone Fairchild. That's Simone with a Y,
Simone.
and that's also my Facebook. My professional Instagram is IONDV. That's EYEONDV. That's the same for Facebook. And also, you can check out my cover on the magazine called Scars of Survival. It's the February 2000.
February.
It's the February Dang on it,
February.
Say another month.
Okay, the
ahead.
February 2000.
February. I got you.
Ask them to put you in March.
You can pronounce.
The February 2000.
Hold on, Simone. That's not. I got you. Start off and I'll finish for you.
Okay, February.
No, don't say it.
Wait, what do you want me to say?
You saying Fairberries?
Okay, so let me start over.
February,
Okay,
the month.
the magazine is called Scars of Survival.
Okay.
My cover is the February 2022.
The month after
Cover.
January. Okay.
The issue is
Yeah.
19, and I also have a full story. So check it out. It's on
Let me do it for you.
www.scarsofsurvivalmagazine.com.
Let me do it
It's
for
really
you,
nice.
Fairchild. The month after January, the 26th.
January.
January.
The second month of the
The
year.
month before March.
The one in between
Simone, just-
January and March. That motherfucker.
I told Simone, ask her if they could just put her in the March edition.
He fucking at
So,
February.
Simone,
Yeah.
Yes,
what month are you on?
February.
Who?
What?
February.
You said Fairberries. What is?
February.
February.
What kind of
What is
cereal?
with that FB? That FB is
Furbies.
tearing you up. That Furberry.
That's the new Captain Crunch. February.
I'm following you too.
Furberries.
February.
She said
Tangy, gotta go.
Scars of
February.
Survival.
Go ahead,
February.
Tangy. Tell me
I'm Tangy Ambrose
Yes, you
everywhere.
are.
TANGIEAMBROSE.
She got funny
Oh, except
shit.
for on TikTok. TikTok, I'm something else. What am I on TikTok?
Oh.
Tangy's World.
I didn't know you had a TikTok.
Tangy's World?
I think that's.
Oh,
what
somebody
it is.
had Tangy.
I had Tangy Ambrose.
No, I'm saying.
I
on
had
TikTok.
it, and TikTok wouldn't let me get back into it.
Oh.
So now I'm Tangy's
February.
_world.
Oh.
Well, somebody had Tangy's World?
No, I had I got
Why didn't you research
No, because some people, when you
password,
use underscore, because somebody else had
TikTok
it.
wouldn't let me.
Really?
That's
Yeah,
'cause
they,
that's 'cause
and I still have it. I just don't.
I'll
you wanna
check
know
it
how
out.
to get- Thank you, Anthony.
That's 'cause they
Thank you,
Asian.
Anthony.
You should have asked me.
I didn't know.
Come
She's
on
my
now.
friend. I'm done.
All
I
right.
still want to know what the mental awareness thing is.
We'll know in 2
about.
seconds. Speedy is funny on everything. That's Speedy IZ funny on
Are
everything.
you really funny on everything, though, Speedy?
On everything.
Everything. Donald Caldwell on Facebook.
Who?
Happy birthday goes out to Dolly Parton, who is 75 years
She's still
old.
alive?
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think she's over 75, but whatever.
How old are they?
Lil Scrappy, 37 years
Still
old.
scrappy.
IMPE.
Edgar
Remember
Allan
that's why
Poe was
independent?
born today.
Oh, wow.
Janis Joplin was born today.
Okay.
Sean Wayans is 50 years old.
Shout out.
Really, Sean Wayne?
I know it's weird, huh? Dan Reeves was born today.
Who is that? You a quarterback?
I don't know who that is.
Coach for the
That's
Dallas
a good
Cowboys
name.
back in
Sounds
the
like
day.
a
Good
quarterback.
guess.
JaVale McGee is 33 years
That's
old.
another
Basketball player.
Javale.
Zero, the
Rapper.
letter Zero, rapper, 44 years old.
Houston, Texas. if I'm
Mac
not mistaken.
Mac Mill was born today. He
Mac
passed away.
Miller.
Yeah, him too. Katie Seagal is 67
Katie
years old.
Seagal.
That's Steven Seagal's daughter.
68.
Well, they ever 67, but okay.
Is she related to Steven Seagal?
Robert Palmer was
No.
born today.
Who is that?
Paul Rodriguez is 66.
Who is that?
Comedian.
He don't know who all these people
Yes,
are.
I
He
do.
just
I know
reading
who they
them
are.
off. I thought he had
Jeff
to
Van
go.
Gundy
We
is
just named random
59
people,
years
too. I
old,
think
and I
somebody
thought he
named
was. I
Charles
thought Jeff
birthday.
Van Gundy was way older than
Jeff
59.
Van Gundy. I know that name. Jeff
basketball
Van
He's
Gundy.
a little short, fat coach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Junior Seau
Okay.
was born today, and Antoine
Seau, what does he do?
Fuqua is 55
10.
years old.
Based on the name, Junior Seau, what does he do?
Junior Seau. Junior Seau.
Seau.
Seau. He's a poet.
You think of two? Yeah.
Junior
Bring
Seau?
it down some.
Yeah.
A rapper.
You know what Junior
Listen to the
Seau?
name. Listen to the name. Junior.
He's asking. Does she know by the name?
Junior.
What do you think he
Junior.
does for a
If
living?
he was popular, what would he be popular? His name is Junior. So he's probably what race?
Oh, what race?
What race would he be? His name is Junior Seau. What race is he? You not from LA? You could have figured that out quick.
She's from down south.
Yeah.
It's different.
The South. You guys don't grow up around.
Tandy. Junior's a cool dude, but he's Hawaiian. Well, Samoan, but he's Hawaiian.
Is that what I was supposed to guess?
Well, the Seau should have got you that.
Black.
part.
oh,
yeah.
you know I'm from North Carolina.
On this day, January
Nick, you look
19th,
so handsome.
2020, the first episode of 9/11 Lone Star. I haven't seen that show. Anybody seen that show?
Thank you, Tandy.
Do we have time to talk
Nick,
about shows? It's
long story.
3:01.
I gotta
Nick,
go.
you might have a
My
second.
son got a game.
Okay, I know.
I
Ted.
have two ribs.
Also on this day, 2018, the number one song in the country was God's Plan, Drake.
Okay.
2018, the movie
Drake.
Troll,
God's
which I did
Plan.
not see.
God's plan.
Also, too, on this date, 1996, From Dusk to Dawn. I've seen the
Love
movie,
that
but that's
movie.
not. Is that a Quentin Tarantino movie? I know he's in it,
Quentin-
Yeah.
yeah.
so it is his movie.
Yes.
Okay, because I know he was in it.
Great film.
Also on this day, 2018, Den of Thieves, great movie. If you haven't seen it, great movie. Den of Thieves is really good.
Ain't that with Chris
I
Brown?
like the ending.
Oh no, that's why Ice
No,
Cube son.
that's
Cube
what
son.
Ice Cube
T.I.
son. He did a really good job in that song. That movie. Yeah, don't worry, you go. On this date, 1998, the first episode of 15 and Pregnant is still going. Trust me. I don't know why that movie is still going. I had a great. Thank you, Tandy. Thank you for coming. She didn't tell me she was coming. I appreciate the fact you came. Please come back.
Oh, yeah.
I would stay longer. My son has a game. I got to go get his. He left his practice his stuff he has to wear in the game
Oh,
at the
yeah,
house.
so
I
you
got to run and
gotta-
go get that. And the game's at 5:00 at Birmingham High School.
All right.
So we got to get out of here.
gotta pick up my daughter.
God bless everybody. Wear your
God
mask.
bless.
Go to
Oh, yeah.
Rob. We got 10 tickets. Hit Nick up. 15. Hit Nick up if you want tickets to the show. Going down this Tuesday. Coming up. Or next Tuesday.
25th.
Please tell me real quick what the
25th.
mental awareness
We got to
show
go.
is.
Thank you, Tandy, for being here.
Okay,
We got
tell
to
me
go.
after. Bye, y'all. What is it?
You gotta look in the mirror, baby. Look in the mirror.
Oh shit.
Oh, see, I won't be going. You should have answered my question. I could have helped your butt.